Normies Podcast.
Yeah, skip the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, it happened a while back.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's the Talking Normies Podcast. God damn it, I wrote a whole intro. Hold on.
Oh.
You wrote an intro?
I wrote an intro, yeah.
What?
I thought the podcast would be better if we had a consent. No, it's fine. I just gotta say the words.
He went all rock on us, bro. He trying to be all corporate now.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Talking Normies Podcast, where we watch movies and talk about them, mixed in with a little bit of randomness from the week. Today's movie is going to be Public Enemies. I'm your host, Chris Johnson.
I'm Spidey.
Hey, I'm Pat.
Except for that one was too stiff. Let's take it one more time.
Cool.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's the motherfucking Talking Normies Podcast. We're a bunch of goons that like to sit down and talk about movies that we watch each week. Today's movie is going to be Public Enemies, starring Johnny Depp. I'm your host, Chris Johnson.
I'm Spidey.
I'm Pat.
Hey, that was much better. All right, we like that
We're
take.
gonna get that down. Wait.
All right,
What are you doing?
there you go. Now the microphone's in his mouth.
How many talk?
So we were talking about the cucumber man right before we got into this.
The
All right, so-
cucumber man.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said cucumber man like that's just a standard thing. I know tamale people. You know the guy with the roses. You know the
Corn
dude with
guy,
the
right?
newspaper, elote or.
Oh, you talking
All
about
right.
people selling shit outside?
Yeah. So like back in East Chicago,
Yeah,
the Puerto Rican dude who rolled around, he had elote, but he also had cucumbers, and he'd slice them in 4 ways: salt, pepper, tahini, and lime juice, and it was fire. And that's what got me into cucumbers. So.
Have you ever? Didn't you like watermelon with the tahini?
Yeah.
Bro, same thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if I like cucumbers.
That's
You
because you
probably
haven't tried it yet.
No, because I think they put them on sandwiches and I don't like it.
No, those are
weird.
pickles.
No, I love pickles.
Who's
Also
putting
weird.
cucumbers on sandwiches?
Any people put cucumbers and green chutney on sandwiches and the same
Oh.
thing.
That's what's wrong with y'all.
Huh. We're revamping. As you guys can tell, the podcast has been tightening up as things have been going, and instead of really getting into the weekend catch up, we're just gonna move past that and talk about what we did this weekend anyway. The Patchelor. Pat, don't give away any things, but we're gonna talk about the Patchelor.
Woo!
Just in case you guys didn't know, we've been secretly working on a dating show. We've been dropping hints on Instagram. Our sorry video has a big hint at the end where Pat apologizes for doing the Patchelor. But Pat is on a dating show. The idea came about because Pat is a single eligible bachelor with a very cute dog and one of the largest YouTubers in all of Indiana. So it just makes sense that he should have a date, you know?
Especially with a unique personality like Pat's. You know, you gotta get someone in there.
Yeah. So Pat's dating. Pat, how did it go?
I think it went well. We can't give much away, but I think well.
Which part do you... Don't tell us who you picked. We don't want to give away that.
Okay. Well, it was fun. I was going to say both ladies because now that they know one person didn't show up, but like
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta say that.
Yeah.
Had a mishap.
yeah, we had a little mishap.
Did you hear back from the mishap?
Oh yes, I did. I didn't tell you guys.
Oh, you can't tell us. You can't tell us.
Why not?
Well, because this is going to go in the video.
Oh,
They're
this
gonna
is
need to-
oh.
We got to tell them. We got to hype it up. We got to tell them, but we
Yeah,
can't.
I gotta tell you what
tell
she
'em.
responded back.
We
It was
gotta do an interview.
what she when it took her a few days to respond back, but she did, and I understand that's just not a big deal.
So
and-
Pat was stood up. Just for context,
Yeah.
Pat had
My
there
first
was
time-
3 dates, and he got stood up.
Yeah, it was bullshit. But I was
Was this
pretty-
your first time getting stood up?
first time getting stood up, but I feel like it's karma because I've done stupid shit like that in the past. Only once. So.
Only once. Why'd you stand her up?
Too far away, and I believe it was a catfish. I thought it was going to be a catfish, so because she didn't want to Snapchat with me,
Never
so
confirmed. If
She
you're
could have
out
been a
there-
beautiful fish.
but she could have. Or I could have gone to Bloomington and never come back.
Yeah, you could have lost all your organs.
That's
Woke up
that's
with
a regular trip to Bloomington.
Yeah, could have been like, what happened to my gallbladder?
All right. Well,
But she messaged back. Oh, I can't say anything about it, but it was whatever. What
I
else?
guess give me this. Was the message satisfying?
Yes.
Okay.
It's understandable.
Okay. Then we'll hear. If you guys want to know more about it, you better stick around for the Patchelor. Probably coming out in July.
July. Ooh, around my mom's birthday. She's gonna be
Well,
happy about that.
That's quick.
So,
I don't know what I could say.
Well,
without giving it too much. Like, what do you want me to say about?
well, I'm
the
going to
Patchelor?
ask you.
Okay.
I got you. So my question for you is this: is before these dates, when was the last time you went on a date?
Okay. It's been about a year.
When was the last time you had a girlfriend?
Ooh, a few years.
How many years is a few years?
About 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay. is the girl you were dating, the one that we saw out with you when we were doing the NormieCon one, and we saw
Yeah,
you.
that. How long was that? 3?
Yeah, it was about 3 years ago. We were all going to Condado. We were walking around downtown, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, there's Pat!" And I was like leading a group of people from NormieCon, like pre-NormieCon, and I was like, "Oh, and here in Indianapolis, you can see anybody around. Look, there's Pat." And he was like creeping into a restaurant with a girl. I was like, "With a woman." Pat was like, "Oh, get inside."
Move high. I never knew.
Yeah, it was wild. I won't say names, but she was a friend of Runners.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, raver. She was a raver.
A raver. You know how Pat feels about raves.
You know.
Interesting.
When was your last date?
But yeah, do you guys still go on dates?
Yeah.
We have to.
What do you mean? You guys already
Absolutely
like accomplished. You guys got the
If
medal.
you stop
No,
dating
that's
your
not the
person,
trick. That's not the
it's
point.
game over.
For real?
Yes.
Like, so my whole understanding is once you're in. You're not gonna put the more effort you're done because you already did that work.
That's not how it works
Do
at all.
you have muscles, right?
Yes,
And if you stop working to gain those muscles, what happens to them?
they go away.
Okay, then.
But
So,
that's
Same
different.
with everything.
But for real, that's
Yeah,
different.
it's
So
not
that means
different.
you're always working.
Yeah, it's tiring.
When
get to
can
the
you
point where,
retire?
what?
You
No,
can't.
this is fun work. If you're doing what you love,
Mhm.
you know, you're never really
but, like,
working.
But you got to put in that work. You know, it's like
Yeah, but I feel like, and I'm gonna ask Spidey about it, but for my take, it's just that like we go get food that we like to get. We go to shows that we
Well-
like to go to.
see, that's what I'm saying. No, that's not
So
always. You're not always gonna like the shit that you.
Right, yeah. The go get food that we like to get. No, because ladies is always going to ask
Okay,
you to
yeah,
go
that
somewhere
one's-
new and do something different and eat something.
Yeah,
that you've
that's
never
how I
done before.
figured.
I could eat
And
the
so
same
that's
shit every day.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like you guys.
Yes, the answer. Yes, you have to put in work the entire time. You got to think about it and figure it out and be like.
See,
yeah,
isn't that
let's do something
exhausting?
different.
Like,
It's
that's
infuriating, Pat.
I see.
Isn't it exhausting? No, like so last weekend we went to the Janelle Monáe concert.
Right.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But
But that's the stuff you guys like.
We
How
went
about-
to
I'm sure
Andre
there's
Bocelli.
stuff that you don't. She likes and you don't.
you know,
like.
I'll be straight up real. The shit that Marquetta likes to do that I don't like to do is going to Trader Joe's, and I suck it up every now and again, and I go,
Yeah.
like I hate going to Trader
Oh,
Joe's.
that's not bad.
I know, but I mean I do it, but that's not.
But there's
fucking-
nothing
not a
else
date.
that she likes that you and you don't like. Like
Mm.
oh man, you like bougie stuff, so I can't say plays or opera shit like
plays
that.
up. Have you been to a play? They're great. You
Yeah, I went to one. It was great,
Right?
And that wasn't bougie.
Yeah, they're not really bougie. They're just
I mean,
no
when you go,
plays are. They're all just plays. You just
There's
have a
people
weird
pretending to
standard
be
on
other
bougie.
people.
Right? It's a movie on stage.
Yeah. So no, there's nothing really I can think that Marquetta likes doing that I don't. All right, first thing in the morning, I don't want to do shit, and sometimes Katie will be like, "All right, cool, let's go on a fucking hike," and I'm like, "I just got up." But for me, I just like I need like an hour, and then I'm down. I like hikes, but I'm not trying to do that immediately.
I got a question for you. Let's say you're on vacation,
Uh-huh.
and you're on vacation. You want to sleep in, and you want to do
I
what?
don't want to sleep in on
real?
vacation.
What's wrong with
Well,
you?
I'm trying to fucking fly to a different place to take a nap.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
whole point.
like-
Relaxing. Why do people go on vacations to relax, right? And
No,
they
you go
chill?
on, well, so you know he's right. Some people do for relaxation. Some people go for experience. I like to go to experience stuff.
I
So,
like experience. I like to go try new foods and shit, but I don't want to be
I'm
first.
trying to like wake up at 6 a.m.
I
and
know.
go
See, that's too
climb a
much, bro.
mountain.
Yes.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to see nature I've never seen before. I'm
See,
trying to be
yeah.
in bodies of water I've never been in before. For the most part, like I get the new food thing, but like I'm not trying to sleep all day, wake up, eat new food, and then just go party somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I can do that here. I can do that here easily.
And you get bored of it here.
But there's so many new restaurants. Fuck, I can go to Chicago to do that. I'm saying if we get on a plane and we go to the Bahamas, I'm not sleeping in. We in the Bahamas. I'm about to get every single second of that shit squeezed out. I'm gonna enjoy it. In fact, I'm gonna be up early with my film camera on the beach shooting the dolphins fucking while the sun rises.
Yeah, because and that's my thought too. Is like I want to be somewhere on a mountain to watch the sunrise, but I got to get up there.
See, I don't
first.
mind doing that, but,
But
maybe
are
a
you gonna
sunset.
Wake up.
Maybe a
to
sunset.
Climb 2 hours just to see it.
See, this is what these mountains and these nature places need to have is like elevators or some shit like that, or like
For a motherfucker to spend 4 hours in the gym, you're the laziest human being on the planet.
You want an elevator up a mountain?
because
They have those. They're called the little trolley cars. They'll take you up there.
for real.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
You ever been to like a ski resort? Also, real quick, and I don't believe in stopping to read the comments, but Keyblade lover, I love Janelle Monáe.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I think you took
Keyblade?
that the wrong way. I love Janelle Monáe. I was just like,
Keyblade.
that's what we did.
Keyblade gave us the shirt.
Keyblade.
Gang, 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 gang.
But yeah, up a mountain, Pat. Sometimes you just getting up the mountain's the thing.
No, I don't. Look, I guess I gotta be in the mood for it, but it's gonna be hard for me to be in the mood for it when I'm hungover on vacation.
I guess my question is, and I fuck with drinking on vacation, but what's the point in being hungover on vacation? For me, a hangover.
I can't get hungover here. I can't go out drinking here, and like you know me. When I go out, there's some like I probably four times a year, I do my I go balls to the wall. Like I go crazy, super sane. I just have to do that 4 times, like 2 to 4 times a year, just to feel sane. You know, just to feel. You know what I'm trying to say?
I do. But I guess my question is why spend that money on vacation instead of just doing it here?
Because here is boring.
You just want to be hungover and be like, look at this beautiful landscape. And
exactly. I want to be hungover. I want to be hungover on a beach, or I want to be hungover by the pool.
Okay.
I feel that. I don't feel like I get. You know how like calories don't count on vacation sometimes? Yeah, it's a fact. I don't get hangovers on vacation either. Like if I woke up in some sort of a drunken stupor, there's something that you can drink that's gonna fix that in the morning.
Yeah.
So that you can keep drinking.
I will.
What
say,
are those things? Because I don't. Like, besides that stupid tomato juice bull crap people drink, I don't.
Bro, like Bloody Mary.
Yeah, fuck that.
I hate Bloody Marys.
Wild take. What about Clamatos?
They do the
What's
job.
Clamatos?
It's like a Bloody Mary, but for like Mexicans.
Nah,
it's like
I'm good on
tomato
that.
juice and beer.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
I don't like that either.
I haven't had one yet.
I'll mess around and have like
I'm bringing them Friday.
a strawberry daiquiri or like a smoothie.
That's
with
that
liquor in it.
that would cure your hangover. Strawberry daiquiri.
I mean, getting drunk again kills your hangover.
It did not.
I don't get. All right, I've gotten hungover in Czech, but I don't. And I've gotten hungover in different places in the U.S.
They drink different in Czech.
Oh, they do. But for whatever reason, in Cuba and in Mexico, I think it's because it's in the tropics and it's hot. I'm drinking so much water, I don't get hungover. But I'm literally like. I'm like a car with a bad radiator. Like every 10 minutes, a gallon goes in. Just like I'm just
water.
Yeah, I'm just like drinking
That's
water
good on you,
constantly.
though. I don't
but
think
it's because
like that.
I get like I'm big and shit, and I run hot. So being in the tropics means that like water stays on me, and I'm sweating profusely. So like I'm just recycling. So even at night when I am drinking, I'm still just on my water gang. And I'm just like, because if I get hungover, like in the tropics, I feel like my day's done. Like I'm not doing shit. I'm just gonna be dried out. Y'all gonna have to drag me out. Y'all trying to go scuba diving? I'm just dead.
When I go in my
Cumberland Gatorade will cure your hangover.
It will.
when I do one of those, when I go on one of my nights, bro, I just don't. When I'm in party mode, I don't think about water or healthy shit. I don't know why.
That happens if I take like 2 shots. I'm just like, there's no such thing as anything else.
Right?
Liquor and beer, bro.
I just don't do shots no more. The last time I blacked out, somebody was giving away free
When's the
fireball
last time you did
shots.
shots?
This morning. This morning.
Yep, just woke up this morning. But no, I did have a little sip this morning. Yeah, but I was trying to whiskey upstairs, so I guess that was a shot. But I mean, like party shots. Like I was at a Melody Inn a while back. And this dude was giving away free fireball shots. He just had a tray, and I had like one, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then he came back around. I had that second one. Game over after that. Like I was like, "Woo!" Somebody else was like, "You want a shot?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And I was like, "No, like I don't like shots." The only thing it does is like I'm too drunk. I don't remember half the shit I did the night, and then the next fucking morning I feel like ass. Like I'm trying to party and enjoy it. I'm trying to party and remember it. I'm trying to be like, last night was crazy. I remember all of it except for the last 10 minutes before I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Diddy. Terrible video. Cameron. Reprisal.
Yeah.
Hilariousness. Also, deep sadness. Also, if you're filthy rich, you can get away with anything, even if it's on camera.
Yeah, my whole thing with Diddy, because I remember Cassie posted a pic a long time ago when she was actually in the court case, and whatever, but got dismissed because they didn't have enough evidence. Or
No, she got the money. She got the money. Yeah, she got settled.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
they settled.
She got
They settled, but
yeah.
I mean, they couldn't really prosecute Diddy because they didn't have enough evidence.
Yeah, well, no, I
Because you
think
settled.
because you settle. If you settle, you get the other person. Like you're essentially paying the other person to drop the case.
Oh,
She
okay.
was like, this happened, and he was like, no, it didn't. How much you want?
Okay. Because I remember seeing a pic where she like you know how she was underneath the blanket. I saw that a long time ago, and I'm like, well, if a grown ass woman is underneath a blanket and terrified getting out of her room, there's got to be some sort of fucking weird trauma. So like, I'm surprised people never really, looked into it. And with the hotel staff and all the hotel shit, they had this tape for a minute, for years. I'm sure at least 10 people saw that shit.
Yeah, there's a word that starts with M, though, that I'm guaranteeing you they probably got. Money.
Yeah, you're right. Because like I'm just saying, like, why release it now? Like, did somebody pay them more money to release it now?
Because it's the fall of Diddy. Something's happening where
is there somebody
all of
making
these things are coming at the same time.
So somebody bigger than Diddy is making me a fall guy. essentially.
Making him be a fall guy. He did that shit.
Well, he did that shit, but like
they're letting the evidence out.
Yeah, they're letting the evidence out now because they were helping cover him up.
Yeah, but I think it might just be someone that could have grown a conscience, but also like right now he can't be prosecuted for it, so it doesn't.
Why
matter.
not?
Because statute of limitations on some crimes is short. So statute of limitations. If I whoop your ass today and you don't tell the cops until 5 years later, I'm not going to jail.
That's true.
Even if we got video of it, they'll be like, yeah, that's
they
an
got
old crime.
a lot of other stuff they're gonna be digging into.
Yeah, because that's why I said like, why are they letting this Watergate open now?
They don't raid all. Well, they had to have been gathering evidence for a while.
Okay.
Because they raided all of his houses in the same day. That wasn't just on a whim. They weren't just like.
I thought it was for that.
Rana says that they found the footage in the raid of the house. It said TMZ had it though, so I guess yeah. So maybe.
And also, so TMZ also dropped a documentary about all this stuff.
Yeah.
They sold it to Tubi. 50 Cent sold his to Netflix, which is the one I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
I was just listening to. Actually, it was a comedian who brought something to my attention that like black people, we've always known about Diddy, right? Like that was the same thing like R. Kelly. Like we always knew that shit was happening and no one was doing shit about it. So it's still just us being shot. Like no one's doing things about these different things for black people type shit. When Diddy, it was real apparent that black people didn't really fuck with Diddy when he became a billionaire and no one was hyped for him. Like we did not at all give a fuck about Diddy becoming a billionaire. We were just like, yeah, man, whatever.
So,
like,
I'll say this. I used to love Diddy back in the day, like 90s, early 2000s, and Bad Boys for Life. Like I'm like, man, that's my thing. Bad Boys for Life. I want to be a bad boy too, you know? And then the Cassie thing came out. That's when I stopped. Like that was like when I saw a thing like a few years ago or 4 or 5 years ago. And I was like, I could see Diddy going down that trend. But I do agree with you. Like since I would say the late 2000s or the 2010s era, no one really fucked with Diddy. Like you never heard anything about Bad Boys for Life or that record company or anything like that.
Oh no, they had artists, but we weren't following them super deep. Like the artists weren't being like the artists weren't shouting out Bad Boy all the time, but they had plenty of artists, right?
Like new artists.
Yeah.
For real?
You don't know people that are signed to Bad Boy because like they don't really rep that shit. But I mean, just like motherfuckers that are signed to Bad Boy.
I know he had Jack Harlow on this for a little bit.
Fun fact: Jack Harlow recorded one of his gold records here in Indy.
Oh damn!
I was at the studio. Oh God, come on. I'm sorry. Continue to talk.
But yeah, I was kind of because like you know Diddy had his Sean John clothing line. I always liked his shit, and I was just but I guess you can't trust. You just can't put your again with like the Rock man. I look up to that motherfucker, and now he like I guess it's also I blame Chris and the Normies here too.
What did
they made me not like the Rock?
What did he do?
So here's the thing. I used to be a capitalist motherfucker. I want to be I want to be a trillionaire. I want to say money for me. I want to be one of the 1%er. I was all about corporates and monopolies and all that shit. That was all me. All the way, like until I met the Normies, and then I started getting into the Normies. Man, they made me think about the other side of things.
Woke ass Normies.
What, like a conscious? Like what happened? What did they do to you?
They opened up the book, and I had to read the book, and it's just I now I'm more of a what you call it, a communist.
Okay.
I would say more of a socialist. But
socialist. Yeah, like where everyone should eat, and like the upper needs to come down a little bit. They need to get
thing to have to,
and like the upper needs to come down. They need to get taxed more and all that shit. And fuck the billionaires. I used to love billionaires. I used to support the billionaires. I used to defend the billionaires. And now I see The Rock doing the same bullshit where he's just a sellout, and he's now.
So
go ahead.
I 100%. I'm loving this, but I do want to give you your credit. You are right. Bad Boy kind of fell off mid 2010s. They got Janelle Monáe still. Just saw her, so that was cool. Nice. But French Montana's nice. From 2012 to 2022. Machine Gun Kelly from 2011 to 2024. And honestly, everybody else stops at like 2007. They had Pitbull, Cassidy, like everyone like 2007, 2009, there's a big cut. And then 2010s.
When was
Danity Kane? Maybe
Danny Kane. Oh, I remember him. Gasoline.
No. You're thinking of Daddy Yankee. Daddy Kane was like a girl group. Active Years, 2018. They're on a different label now, but yeah, they're not there no more.
Yeah, one of them was one of the ladies that came out.
The only people he got on his record has his kids.
Yeah, well, it's the current acts right now: Puff Daddy, Janelle Monáe, King Combs, and Quincy.
So I got a question for you now.
Yes.
Why the fuck is Janelle Monáe with Bad Boys for Life?
That's just who signed her.
That is a good question. I don't know what her contract is. I don't know how you get out of your contract. I'm also reading this on Wikipedia. Right now, labels say that Epic, Bad Boy. It says Atlantic too. Maybe she's still.
So it's like a conglomerate, like OVO bullshit.
I have no idea how any of this works.
Hovey ho.
Trusted. So, man, loving that shit. But yeah, it's kind of wild, man. Like I feel like Diddy did a lot, but I think for our generation, and maybe I'm speaking out of hand here. So if anybody's watching it knows different, say it. But like he was cool, but he was never like super cool for us. Like I loved Biggie, and then afterwards, like I was a youngin' when Biggie was out, and after that, I didn't really listen to a lot of Puffy. Then we got the Ben Stiller music video thing. We got the We Ain't Going Nowhere, Bad Boys for Life, and then kind of
He became like one of the first like black moguls like that.
Yeah,
at least for our generation that we were like paying attention to, and then he got quiet and more behind the scenes, and then you only heard the rumors where certain celebrities were like, nah, you don't go party with Diddy, or other celebrities were just like, yo, Diddy created this party.
He was the first celebrity to like now every celebrity has alcohol. He was the first one to get into the alcohol, but like the Ciroc.
one of the first,
He started off getting into fashion houses too. Like Diddy's one of the reasons that
Sean John,
not black folks, that like rap and hip hop got into fashion, which
So
like there are those things where you're just like, wow, how did this person get to be a madman?
Listen, if you want to follow African American primetime mobile from the early 1990s, you need to follow the homie Master Motherfucking P.
Master P, I love Master P. Mac just say,
fuck out of here.
Do you know how many? Do you know? I used to have braids. I used to have a No Limit chain, and I drew tanks on every single notebook I owned.
Bro, I used to have a No Limit chain. I also used to have a Master P belt with all of that, bro. Man.
I low key not lost respect for Master P, but like I started falling off of Master P when Lil Romeo came.
What? I love Lil Romeo.
Bro, Lil Romeo. You know how much I'm like, yo, Jaden Smith is a trash actor. Lil Romeo, my boy, was a trash ass actor, and he got a show because his dad got money.
Are you guys ready for a brief tangent into the deep history of No Limit and my family? My cousin, Wesley Gunn, who is an artist who lives in New York, did some of the animation for the Little Romeo show.
Oh my
Part
God.
2. Master P used to. All right, so you guys, I'm dead serious on this shit. I need to find the fucking papers to prove it all. But I said his next door neighbor, his name was Marquis. His dad's name was Breeze. They had this friend named Tony Harris, who was in the 504 Boys music video. And they're like, bro, Tony Harris knows Master P and all them because they country as fuck. So they were like, they some fucking New Orleans ass niggas. I was like, okay, whatever, right? I'm a kid, right? And then his dad went away. His name was Breeze. He went away for several months to play basketball in fucking Europe back when Master P was playing basketball in Europe with his whole No Limit thing. And I was like, I don't know. That's bullshit. Dad shows back up. He's good friends with my uncle who lives in my basement. We're next door neighbors. We share a fence together. He's got the fake Monopoly money. And I'm like, holy shit. I never seen any of that before. I'm a kid. Anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks later and everything's this was peak Master P. Everything's super blown up, and there's limos rolling through the hood, but our part of the hood was super small. So it was like, damn, who these people in limos? And there was this lady who used to play basketball, Lisa something. She's from Gary, but she used to do that, so we just assumed it was her. But nah, wasn't. They all get out of limos. I can't see who the fuck it is. And they all go over to my neighbor's house, and I was outside of the house, listening to the window, and I was like, I don't know, man. It kind of sounds like Master P, man. I don't know, man. My buddy next day was like, oh, Master P was over at my house last night, and I can't prove it, but all the evidence says that it definitely was.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I feel I missed out on a chance to be friends with Lil Romeo. I was the right age.
Could have been on the show.
Lil Romeo and then Lil Bow Wow.
He's still out here doing stuff, ain't he?
Is he Bow Wow still doing stuff?
Bow Wow,
occasionally, I think.
Sheridan, what's that name?
Oh,
he had a weird name. I don't know about Bow Wow no more.
I don't know.
All right, well, I don't know how we got all the way there through Diddy.
Was it Bow Wow or Romeo that did Like Mike?
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow. Yeah. He's a teeny tiny kid. We are getting out of the slow seasons of movies and getting ready to get into the fast season of movies. So
what does that mean?
Movie, summer blockbuster movies.
Oh, okay.
So it's usually when you get all the big drops. Anyway, I want to talk about Planet of the Apes.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, y'all been enjoying
one yet.
We haven't. None of us have.
Okay.
But you've been on the reactions, right? Everybody's been on the reactions. So how y'all been enjoying the Planet of the Apes come up?
So I like the Planet of the Apes, but apparently the internet doesn't think I like the Planet of the Apes.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently I get a lot of hate comment from the Planet of the Apes, and I don't get it because I thought I was rooting for Caesar. If you root for Caesar, you're the good guy, right? The only thing
for the bad guy,
the only thing I not disagreed with was like, and I will still say this is like, if it ever comes down to human race versus to an animal, I would always want the human race to succeed.
Of course you should.
So like, that was my only thing about that. But I guess people took that the wrong way and said I fuck all apes.
Hey, you call them apes and not monkeys.
Fucking making.
All right, so Pat, if I may, I would like to read the meanest comment I think you've ever gotten, but it's pretty hilarious. And I think that this person needs to watch their tone. But also, I'm convinced Pat has one brain cell bouncing around the inside of his skull like a DVD logo. One, I don't think that's true. Two, this motherfucker sit around and write mean internet jokes all day. Like, what the fuck?
This was gonna hit.
This just got 592 upvotes. People are not enjoying you on this for some reason, but I've been there watching you, and I think it's fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's been a good time, and you like all the right stuff. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where the hate came from, but I guess that's what it is. But
how do you? Hadi is editing these. Maybe we need to watch the edit, and he only cuts the part where Pat is like, "Fuck, damn, monkeys, monkeys." Oh no!
Jesus. It does feel like sometimes, like some people just click on a video and then just skim through random points and hear like 6 words.
Yeah,
and they're like, "I got the gist of the whole video."
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, "Yeah, I get it."
Okay, it's that problem. Our videos are like 40, 30 minutes long, and we're losing attention spans out here. So people are like, I'm about to sit and watch this whole shit. I think I got the point. I got the point.
Look, that comment, I ain't like, it's mean, but I'm not even mad about it because it's fucking hilarious.
It is really funny.
See, like, trolling like that when it's good, I can't be mad about it. Like, the stuff that I get mad about is like when there's like, stupid, just
yeah, you got to put an effort in. If you put an effort in, I'll be like, okay,
that one made my brain picture.
Yeah, right. I literally thought about it. It was like, no, that's good. Waiting for it to hit the corner, like that's fucking hilarious.
That was good.
But no, the movies have been great, and we have been fucking loving them. And the new one's coming out this year.
I'm excited for it,
and I'm super hyped for it, man.
It's out, right? Just not streaming yet.
No, I think we keep talking about this. I don't think it comes out until June.
The burden of being a reactor is you can't watch it until it's streamed.
No, yeah. And so what we're gonna do with Deadpool? Somebody asked me yesterday. Oh, with Deadpool, and
we're gonna watch Deadpool. Is what the fuck we're.
Are we gonna watch it in theaters, or we're gonna react to it?
I would love if we could rent out a theater and watch it with you.
Right.
I don't know that that's 100% possible. We can try to do that, but what I'm saying is
impossible
that
just because they're getting the rights to do it.
Like all right. So the new Planet of the Apes is out. I'm cool waiting for the new Planet of the Apes, but I kind of need to see Deadpool in theaters. We're missing out on X-Men '97 right now, and like I'm not trying to miss out on Deadpool.
No, I'm not trying.
You know what I mean?
People are talking to me like we're missing out on a new part of history by not watching X-Men '97 right now, and it hurts you guys. I want you to know we're also upset. All right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm letting down history, the culture. Yeah, kind of feels
X-Men
like
part of the culture.
Okay, so black folks have been on X-Men for a long time because X-Men's already like an allegory for queerness and racism, right? Just
for real?
Yeah,
I never got into X-Men, so I don't know.
Okay, so like people have this X gene that they're born with, and then they get discriminated against.
Okay, and
then you get these two factions. One is essentially, and like this is a condensing and boiling down of both ideologies of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. But one of them's like, hey, let's be positive and like nonviolent and like fight the good fight, and the other one's like, what if we just kill everybody that's trying to kill us?
Yeah, because we're superior,
right? Also, we're superior too. We can just do it.
We're actually.
Well, why the fuck can't they just do it?
I mean, because that would be bad.
Yeah, they
to genocide all humans. You are human. You just sit to think about the apes.
That's true. But I feel bad for them.
You don't feel bad for the apes?
I do feel bad for. That's why I said.
Okay. I thought you were the X-Men. So anyway, that's X-Men, but also like the comics are like, I don't know what happened with Black Twitter where they started. Well, it's got Storms in it, and Storm's kind of sassy, but everybody, Black Twitter's just been fucking rolling on it, and it's been great for like well before this new X-Men '97 even dropped. And so X-Men '97's out now, and we're just missing out on it, just sitting here sulking.
Yeah.
So I watched Logan. That's the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Is that the same?
Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's the one that we're gonna see in Deadpool is gonna be the same Wolverine that I know from Logan.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
That's not multiple Logans.
Wait.
I mean, not multiple
Yes,
Wolverines.
there are multiple. So we have variations of everybody, right? There's all of the multiverse. So there's multiple Wolverines. Yeah. Old Man Logan is a different universe than the Wolverine we're gonna see. So like there is a point where Old Man Logan and Wolverine meet each other.
What?
I don't know if it'll be in the movie.
Two
but like
different
comics.
peoples?
Yeah. So like comic wise, that's a thing that happens. But like I don't know if that's where they're going in the movie.
Because like you know how Spider-Man is multiple Spider-Man, so I was just wondering
Right.
if it's like that.
Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, there hasn't really been multiple actors to play Wolverine so far. Although someone's saying Daniel Radcliffe should.
I've been
Daniel
seeing that.
Radcliffe,
Yeah, Harry Potter.
the tiny little man.
Well, so Wolverine's
After
supposed
Guns
to be tiny.
Akimbo.
Wolverine's supposed to be tiny.
Wolverine's supposed to be like a fucking 5'5".
He's a short dude.
But like I'm not like is Radcliffe big?
Yeah, he's young. He's a big little guy.
Yeah.
Radcliffe, the Harry Potter's jacked.
No,
No, but he can't.
But he could be.
I figured you need somebody who's jacked to play Wolverine because I
But
remember
you
watching.
can't. I mean, you saw what they did with Kumail Nanjiani. He didn't even take his shirt off. Right? He just got abs. They were just like, why do you have abs? He's like, because it's under your shirt. He's like, but you're never gonna see it. They're like, shh. Eat this protein and do these sit-ups and don't you ask questions.
Eat this protein, do these.
Can you finesse? You're not wrong. I think. All right. So the thing with a little bit of inside baseball happened is that we had all these other shows kind of come out, and it was like, well, which one are we gonna do? And now we can't really move the schedule around for X-Men '97, but we are super missing out, man. It's fine. We'll get there. It's not about and when we get there, everybody's gonna show up. They're gonna show out. It's gonna be great. We're watching Boondocks right now, though. Woo!
I'll tell you what
Season
about
4.
Boondocks, man.
I tell you what. Go
I
ahead,
used to
tell us.
love that show, and I still like that show. And I remember when season 4 started. This is season 4, right?
Yeah.
When season 4 started, I actually liked it.
Pretty Boy Flizzy,
I
yeah.
still liked it like how I used to like Boondocks. And I remember on the couch, people were like tearing down of not liking it. I feel like I caught up to you guys in the last bench.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's like, it's just another show. It's not. I used to always be hyped to watch Boondocks. It was one of those things. Hey, I'm excited to react. I get excited for all the shows, but there's some shows that I get super excited to react to. Like it's Always Sunny, it's Office, and Boondocks, and You. But
Yeah, that's a good one.
Boondocks, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
They missed the comedy mark.
They did. I keep in my head running it back, like rewriting it or like how it could be fixed, because I don't think I've seen anybody do like I've seen them do how to fix season 8 of Game of Thrones a bunch. That shit's always great.
Those same creators went on to make the new Good Times cartoon. I keep trying to watch it, and I feel like I've fallen asleep on it a few different times. And it has like good moments. Like I think I sent you guys a clip the other day of just a random fight between the dad and the baby where it goes anime all of a sudden. Like
Good Times. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
JB Smooth.
Yeah.
I saw the first episode. I liked it.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
right?
I liked it.
It just has there's certain little points where I was just like, all right, I'm on like episode 5 now, and I'm seeing some things in here. I was like, that's not exactly hitting the mark that I wanted to. Like, it's not. There will never be another Boondocks, man. 1 to 3, like.
Is Aaron McGruder still alive?
Yeah.
Has he done any other work?
He did Black Jesus after Boondocks. I can't think of what.
I think that Black
right
Jesus
now.
was it, or the Avengers of Black Jesus. I think that was it. But I mean, it'd be nice if he could. I do think. Well, I used to want this. 2016, I was like, damn, like if the Chappelle Show came back out right now, like there's plenty of satire and race relations in America to really kind of get things going. But unfortunately, Dave Chappelle's become a turf and kind of fallen off. So I don't think that's going to super work. I feel like a lot of his shit would just be the takedown of the trans community. Like, we don't really need that right now. But I do think that Boondocks could come back.
Yeah.
I think Boondocks could come back. Granddad's gone, so we could very theoretically like age up the kids, and they could have their own kids. They could have their own family. There's a lot of things that could be done with Boondocks, but it needs to be handled. It needs to be. Here's what Boondocks needs to be: satirical and highly funny. Those are like I think the two main things. So like I think if you're getting an episode, you need to understand like, oh, this is satiring, and not just a movie. We don't just satire a movie, but like satiring like things in Black culture. and then it needs to be funny too. And like that satire is really hard. We've all seen Starship Troopers. Some people watch Starship Troopers and they're like, yeah, let's be Nazis. Some people play fucking Helldivers and they're like, I'm glad we're killing all these bugs. And it's like, you might be getting the wrong impression of the thing, because that's how satire is. And then comedy is also subjective and hard too. So it's not easy, but like, I mean, there's so much going on right now.
Aaron McGruger and Tony Parker needs to get together.
Yeah?
That'd be good.
Who's Tony Parker?
Oh my God.
South Park.
Oh, Matt and Trey.
Trey.
No,
yeah.
Who's Tony?
Tony Parker, San Antonio basketball player.
Oh.
Matt and Trey, yeah. I don't know, because I think South Park's very much in its own lane of satire and comedy, and I don't know that it slots in super well with Boondocks.
I think that South Park has also been unstoppable with
Yeah.
like people have tried, and I was thinking we were talking about this yesterday. Like they've had their careers ended trying to get South Park canceled. And it's
Yeah.
like, how are they that untouchable? I don't know, man, but people let them do whatever they want.
They're really on point. They've missed the mark with a lot of stuff. I think a lot of people watch South Park, and so all right. I think there's plenty of good in South Park, and I think there's plenty of satire. But I think a lot. I've had friends that have watched South Park and be like, "Oh, Cartman's really on top of it." And it's like, you guys have missed the mark. Cartman's not on top of it. He's the worst one. He's what? Are you crazy? And if you go back and rewatch Team America, World Police, the message for that movie is essentially like, it's okay to do the Iraq War, which is like, we all vastly disagree with that. We invaded Iraq. Yeah. But like, go back and watch that movie. And we think about all the fun parts. We think about like the takedown and all the satiricalness of like America running rampant around the world. But then the heartfelt message, the big speech at the end is like, sometimes we have to do things like this. And it's like, motherfucker, we invaded another country. What are you talking about?
Controversy at Brave, even with Boondocks, I was thinking they would have to just keep everything that was and then replace Granddad, which would be super hard. I feel like it'd be terrible if someone just mentioned that his son could play his role, and I was like, oh, that might be.
We're getting roasted over on the YouTube section, so I want to give a quick shout out to the people who are watching on YouTube, because we're doing a simulcast. It's from Kendall Trice, who says Pat looks like he does Molly and then hits up Planet Fitness, and he also says that Chris looks like he knows how to play No Scrubs on the bagpipes.
That's a great song, so fuck you.
Wait. Can you?
Absolutely not. Have you heard a bagpipe?
I don't
want to be.
I know someone who can, though.
Oh yeah, we do both. Yeah, we all do. The swag piper himself.
Boy.
So yeah, I guess if we're gonna redo Boondocks, do we age up the characters, or we leave them the same age?
I would like to leave. Maybe go up like a year or two, but they have to still be
kids.
Yeah.
All right, because we're gonna get into the Simpsons problem, where Homer was born in the 70s, and now we're at a point now where Homer was born in the fucking 80s. Homer's our age. Do you understand that, like, he had cultural touchstones to, like, being a hippie and shit, and now it's just, like, he did the grunge age. Like, because they won't age Homer up, his birthday keeps sliding, and he's a millennial.
Yeah.
In 10 years, Homer's going to be a Gen Z.
Everything is Franklin Richard rules, bro. He's keeping us there. He's keeping the age where it needs to be.
Bet, just sliding it. All right, so I guess I'd be cool with updated Boondocks. I guess that would make the kids Gen Z, though. Or actually, I think Gen Alpha?
They could constantly do that because it's supposed to be whatever the generation is, the kids always act the same, like within their generation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, if he just keeps on aging and the writing keeps on staying appropriate, we're not going to keep on questioning how old he is, because he's always going to act appropriate for that generation.
So Granddad would be, I think, our parents' age.
Boomer.
And the kids would be, I think, after Gen Z is Gen Alpha. So the kids would be Gen Alpha, and I have no idea how they act.
Man, they get a cool-ass name. Gen Alpha?
You don't like Millennial?
No, I want to be a Gen Alpha.
When did we even start making up names? Like, were they back in the day?
Baby
like,
boomers.
we're colonials. I'm like, no.
No, I think.
Yeah, how did it come up with this shit? Like, is it like the hurricane?
Well, the
They
person
just
who
pick
comes
a
up with the
name?
names. No, I think it's I know there's the Greatest Generation. I think that was the World War I generation, and then there's the
That was the
Boomers.
Greatest Generation.
That's what they call
named
themselves. And then there was the Silent Generation, and then Gen X, and then...
I could see the 40s being the silent. The 40s and 50s, nothing really happened.
I don't know how they named the generations, but regardless, yeah, they do. Also, can you finesse? I'm sorry I called you Runner. My bad. I thought it said Cali's Finest. I just kind of like laughed. But
I was like, I thought Runner was over there.
Yeah,
right? I was like, damn, I guess she's doing double duty. But I don't know how the fucking name it. Look, Millennials not bad. It sounds cool.
Gen Alpha.
Those kids, they all got peanut allergies.
Weak ass peanut allergies.
Facts, bro. I know, no lie. So, what is our like? All right, so my nephew is like, I think 13 or 14. What generation is that? Gen Z?
Is this? I think so. Is your nephew the Andrew Tate one?
Yeah.
It's just the Andrew Tate nephew.
Yeah. So is that Gen Z?
No idea.
Or Gen Alpha?
I don't have kids. I don't know. If
Okay.
I knew, it would be weird.
Whatever. But his sister, so they're both around the same age. She just graduated high school. Are allergic to everything, and like allergic to, like, I'm allergic to like seafood, right? But he allergic to peanut butter. He allergic to like nuts, other other nuts out there. And then his sister can't eat gluten, and she can't have cheese.
Damn.
I'm like, what the fuck can you guys eat?
Yeah, you gotta leave the country.
All right. How old? You said is 15?
15 and 18, yeah.
So 15, how old are you? What year were you born if you're 15?
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Where are we at? 2024?
So
24.
2000.
12? No, a little lower than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, 9.
to the 9.
2009? Then they're a cusper between Generation Z and Generation Alpha.
Damn, I was born in 1990. Where am I at?
You, sir, are a fucking millennial.
Look at
Yeah, you're my brother. About
Actually,
to
it
say.
says Generation Y, but we are known as millennials.
I'm a Generation Y, though, so.
I guess we are technically wise, but also the ones before the baby boomers were called the builders.
The Builders.
The builders.
The
That makes sense. They
builders.
built everything for us.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. Oh, what do you think? We got those skylines and everything in New York and shit.
1925 to 1945. That's the Great Depression. I don't know about that. I don't know. So there we go. What? This is silly. I guess we didn't start doing generation names until then. I think baby boomers kicked it off, but because like literally it just says anybody before 1946.
Was just a builder.
Including like Jesus himself. Like, all the
Jesus
way
was
back.
a builder. He wasn't
Straight
a carpenter.
Yeah.
That's that's a whole nother question.
So yeah, I guess I don't know, man. It's just how do we even get on to the kids?
I don't know.
How do we get here?
We're talking about how Gen Alpha is such a cool ass name.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. I feel like millennials not bad.
Millennials, I think we had the best. We lived in the best era. We had time where we had we were deprived of a child. Like, when I mean deprived, we didn't have like technology and shit, so we had to actually whatever. And then we get technology where we're still young to adapt to it. And then now
We lived in the real world, and I feel like a lot of these kids are gonna grow up in a virtual world.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the next generation, if not, then the one like right after that, will definitely be mostly doing VR, AR kind of lifestyle.
That would be. I guess I'm having a Generation Alpha baby.
Yeah, you gotta make a little alphabet.
Hey.
Yeah. Man, I hope it's gonna be really
I
hard.
hope he doesn't have peanut. I mean, she doesn't have peanut butter allergy.
She won't. I'm gonna smear peanuts on her ass as soon as she's born, dog. Just right in her face. Yeah, get that in your system.
Is the one after that gonna be the beta generation? And
think
how are they
beta.
gonna feel about that?
Oh yeah, because Alpha's
Will
like,
that
I'm better.
insult still be
Right?
around?
Like, what if the alpha generation is just a bunch of incels? Like, we can't.
I mean, they
stop it.
pretty much are, because Andrew Tate's taking over them right now.
Bro.
Oh man, I'm having a girl. Thank God. I don't know if you guys know this, but society is letting down men, and it is the patriarchy that's also hurting men, and also men are buying into the patriarchy, thinking it's gonna help them, and it just hurts them more.
Poetry's made by betas.
Which, yeah, right. I hope that our little channel, our little island here on the internet, I hope we do get to reach some like young men. I hope that we're helping, but
I don't think we're loud enough.
The generation beta, they'll just go by something different. We're generation Y. We went by millennials. They'll go by something different. That's it. Yeah. You don't think we're loud enough? You think that's how we should pitch the podcast.
Like,
so here's what
Andrew Tate gets a new kid to listen to what he's gonna say.
And it's also hard.
Second.
It's also hard to convert somebody who's been listening to Andrew Tate, because when you bring something up, though, they always have a response, and it doesn't like logically doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but you can't prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
that's how
a
good
to tell you
grift
why
works.
Right.
I mean, that's how a good grift works. I was watching this whole entire thing yesterday by Some News, and it was talking about how part of Andrew Tate's thing is that like he's like, the more haters I have, the more you know it's working. And he was like, in fact, you should have like this amount of simps for you, and you should have this amount of haters for you, so that way you know that if you have haters, it's definitely working. And it's like that shit's bulletproof, because it means then you're really untouchable. When you're like, yo, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that or believe that. They're like, well, you're just a hater.
Yeah,
and we aren't loud enough, but also it's like a failing, because it's like that's not the thing, right? If we spent all of our time raging about how men should be normal people, I feel like we'd be crazy, right?
It's not gonna work.
I'm gonna put out like, instead of doing supplements, just go for a hike.
Like, shut
right,
up.
just like regular things.
What's wrong with supplements?
I mean, because like I feel like these guys pitch a lot of supplements, but like by large, and this goes for vitamins as well, like they don't really do much, right? Like you pee out most of your vitamins. Your body gets, if you have a vitamin deficiency, then yeah, but if you don't, then taking vitamins doesn't.
Okay, sure.
Right? No,
Sure.
No? Tell me.
I'll tell you this, for example, right now. Me and my brother,
Mhm.
all right, I've always been on the healthier side of, and when I say, you guys know I don't eat healthy like that. You guys know my diet. My brother is way more healthy, for like a vast nutrients he gets. He's healthy and all that stuff. And also, he's a smarter guy. So, but and he's younger than me. I don't need to be on blood pressure medicine. I'm not on the verge of diabetes. And he has some high cholesterol. He has to take medication for all those things, and I don't. And since high school, I've been on supplements. And when I talk about supplements, I'm talking about like my regular protein powder, this creatine, but cyclocreatine, and my multivitamins. And then recently, I've been getting into like mushrooms and shit like that. But I eat way worse than he does, and he has issues.
But that's
I don't.
Scientific though, right?
That is science. Like we have the same genetics. He eats way healthier than me.
You guys came from the same parents, but your genes can be mixed up in a way that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I do far less working out than my brother did to look 1,000 times more fit. Like you guys know, I don't lift weights or do anything. Like I climb every once in a while, maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. But
just hold yourself up on your bike.
Yeah, I ride a bike every once in a while. But yeah, like I don't look like this through supplements or anything like that. But it's just I'm not gonna be like, well, you got to do all these things just because your body sucks. Like, nah, people are just different.
But that's what I'm saying. The supplements help me because I'm not eating the shit.
I'm saying that they might
to
help
get your actual vitamins. You're not getting it. Yeah, I mean, you could.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a deficiency, I think so. But I think for the majority of everybody, this is my very little. Please jump on top of me for it. I know this is a fact about vitamins. Like if your body doesn't need them, you just piss them out.
Yeah, 100%.
And I know for supplements, like if you don't need them, that I don't think your body is really using them. I think it can help, but I don't think it's the huge boon you think it is. You know what I mean? I think in your mind, you're probably like, if I never did supplements, I would be as bad off as Bo.
Oh yeah, I would be. Hell yeah, I'll be on medication. I'd be on like the
I don't think
actual
that's
prescription.
I don't think
I would actually be on prescription.
I think you're at the gym 4 hours a day, and I think that probably does way more for you than any supplement does.
Yeah,
hands down.
But then, if I'm a gym for 4 hours a day with no supplements, then how would I be able to go to the gym again for the next day for 4 hours?
I think you just go to the gym because you go to the gym. Like what I'm saying is that this is all anecdotal evidence, right? Like I don't know, this might be true, it might not be true, but it's not fucking scientific. We have no idea. I don't know what Bo's genes are. That's why the silly video with the people who eat the vegetables and shit start off with twins, proving that they're 100% identical because they're twins.
Oh, okay.
Right? You guys are twins, and then they do science with them, as in like here's our control and here's our not, and they're able to track that. This could be maybe Bo got the shit end of the deal, right, in the genetic lottery between your parents, and maybe you didn't. You don't know. Bo's taller than you, so he got that.
Yeah, that little bitch ass motherfucker.
They say that the next kid is always going to be taller because the human body gets better at making and producing kids,
growing babies.
So,
that makes sense.
Like
so why the future generation not better?
No, it's not about that. It's like your second kid. So like your first kid will be one size. Your second kid will be taller than the first.
Makes sense. Your body's used to it. You're a little more efficient.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that one, especially for one of my side of the cousin, because each kid's taller than the other one.
Yeah.
But then I would disagree on the other side of my cousins, where the Stella, she's the oldest, and she's the taller, and Tommy, unfortunately for him, and he's a short king. So
I mean, I think I'm not saying don't do supplements. I'm saying do them and whatnot. And the other thing is that, like, to wrap it back around to the thing, I think all the ways that we believe being a good man and being a part of society are kind of, no offense, I think they're good and healthy, but they're kind of boring.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, I think in order to be a good man, you should just strive to be a good person.
Oh, yeah, that is boring as fuck. That's why everyone wants to be an asshole.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying, is that, like, when Andrew Tate tells you something, it's like, hey, you want to fuck all the bitches you want to fuck? Cool. In fact, here, I got sweet advice for you. If you want to fuck all the bitches you want to fuck, try being normal to women. Step one, just be normal. If you don't know what that means, then get lady friends, and then you'll know how to be normal to women. Have platonic lady friends.
Ask them what makes them feel safe in public, and then do that when you're not around them, and see how that goes.
Yeah, right. Like that's what that shit's boring. But pickup artists, that's fun and that's flashy. Like that's what I'm saying. Is it's like the steroids of how to be a normal person. Like steroids are fun and they'll get you there. The boring way is to just lift weights like a normal person, and maybe you don't get super jacked, but you do look good. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think it's hard. Anyway, we got a few more things before we get to the movie. One of those things is I'm going to read you guys something out of this Playboy.
Okay.
Oh,
it's an advice column.
Oh, nice advice.
Is it the Playboys that we've been given to? We were given.
Yeah, we were given this Playboy. It's got.
How did you discover the article? Were you just reading through this Playboy on a random?
You don't read Playboys for the articles?
No, I don't have any to read.
Angel's Mercedes McNabb, as in Harmony.
Harmony.
She's in Playboy, so that's why we got sent this one. I also have the one with Cordelia too, and I collect some of them because it's got like this vintage style photography that I was kind of into for a while, but I'm kind of getting away from my new style of photography. Is way different. I mean, I say that, but I haven't really taken any photos yet. But I've drawn a bunch of pictures about taking.
Is that Splinter Cell game right there?
Double agent, baby.
All right, so this is from the advisory. Oh, I'm sorry. This Playboy is from 2006, November.
That's the year I graduated.
All right. So I'm only gonna ask you guys for some advice. Okay, 2 of them. I'm gonna ask you 2 advice questions. My wife is Roman Catholic and attends church every Sunday, which is fine. But after 13 years of marriage, she has stopped giving me oral sex because she says the priest told her it's a sin. I asked her to show me where in the Bible oral sex is forbidden, but she says it doesn't matter. It's what she believes. What is your take? This is from GS in Southington, Connecticut. How do we help GS?
So she was originally giving blowjobs and stopped giving blowjobs
after 13 years. Yeah.
Okay. Well, did she meet the devil? Did she meet God and tell
the priest told her that it was a sin?
Bro,
so priest could be giving blowjobs to kids, and then you're not gonna. That's okay.
It's not okay, but that's what it is.
But I mean, that's what they mean.
He ain't wrong.
He
ain't wrong. So Pat says, fuck that shit.
Don't listen to the priest. If the priest is fucking diddling kids, you don't listen to the kid. Priest.
Yeah, not all priests, but all priests have to be kind of okay with it.
She's definitely cheating with the priest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, the priest is getting them blowjobs, right? He's like, let me convert you.
She's coming home with tired jaws. And
right?
They're
already in a box with holes in it.
Yeah, right.
It's a layup for him, right?
It's giving.
A question. So, a real question.
Yes.
So, you said box with holes. Box with holes there's 2 different kind of Christians. That's not our Christians, right? That's a different type of Christian.
Those are Catholics.
Those are Catholics.
We do the confessional.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you say our Christians, are you saying that
American Christians?
I mean, Catholics are Americans, but I mean, it's Rome is where it started.
So
I guess a lot of Americans are Protestants. Baptists. Martin Luther.
Okay.
Not King Jr. OG Martin Luther nailed some grievances to the Catholic door, started the Protestants. He thought it needed to have less money involved or something like that. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah. And so Protestants are pretty much the majority of our churches in the States.
Yes.
And then the ones with the boxes are Catholics, and that's usually just on the East Coast.
I mean, we got cathedral downtown. It's a beautiful cathedral. Scottish Rite. It is like a beautiful limestone cathedral. Actually, we got 2 cathedrals downtown.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And a lot of Hispanics.
Okay.
Catholicism's big, and because the Spanish took it down that way.
Okay.
Forever ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so I guess to answer the question, Pat, how do you tell homie to get over this? What do you tell him to do? What advice are you giving this guy from 2006?
2006.
No, it doesn't have to be 2006 advice. Just what advice are you giving him?
I'm telling him, are they married? If they're not married,
they're married. They've been married for
13 years.
13 years.
13 years. Any kids?
I don't know. It didn't say it.
If there's no kids, divorce and find another girl.
Damn. Over some
13 years
blowjobs?
of
Okay.
love, she's not giving head anymore. I'm out.
Out of here. Here are my bags. Goodbye. The house is yours.
Yeah.
Spidey, what do you say?
You got to go talk to the priest.
Mm.
You gotta get to the bottom of this one. Be like, my boy, what's going on? Why you hating? Why you digging in my garden right now?
Yeah.
Fucking things up. Or try to figure out, because the real question of like, where is that in the Bible?
Well, it's not. I mean,
it's not.
It's not in the Bible.
Fun fact about abortion. It's only positively talked about in the Bible.
Right,
So,
and as a matter of fact, they're married.
So hold on,
Pretty sure
we
that
got
in the
bend this
Bible,
back.
everything
Sorry.
is-
It is so in the Bible
Yes.
you're allowed to have abortions, and why the fuck are the Christians saying in the Bible you're killing kids?
You know how like white people get offended for people that aren't of their like ethnic reason to worry about or anything like that? People for some reason were just like, God said love every living thing, and then they considered as soon as you
Are conceived.
that you're now a living thing, and so if you kill that thing, you're going against
People
What is
still eat
conceived
meat.
though? Because I feel like conceived
As
means
soon
when
As soon
you.
as that
sperm
sperm
gets in
meets
the
the
egg.
egg.
See, I don't.
Second one.
I, for me, conceived is when they come out of the vagina.
No, but that's literally birthing.
Yeah,
That's
that's birth.
Conceiving is basically when you start the process of making the baby. Like,
When the sperm meets the egg, that instant there is conception. And they're like, that is when you
But
have
it's not
a
a
soul.
baby then.
No, you're just kind of a clump of cells.
it depends on who you're asking.
See, that's. I don't mean,
Look, man, you should see the stuff it says. Look, the Bible has contradictory things about everything.
But a lot
One
of
of my
not just the
favorite-
Bible, a lot of religious books.
Yeah,
are
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, too.
Because I mean, that's how religious books are. One of my favorite things in the Bible.
the
Favorite is slaves obey your masters, and it's like, hey, if we kind of took that to head, where would we be today?
The Bible's the one that won because if you really look at everything, period, like time, where we are in the year 2024, and it's like, from where? It's supposed to be after Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Not all religions have Jesus. Why are we in the year 2024 based on the death of Jesus? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't add up, bro. They won. It's fucking been dominated.
I would tell this young man to have a conversation with his wife, and twofold. One of them is going to be, so you're just not going to give me blowjobs anymore. Cool. You do know that I like blowjobs, right? And you do know that there's a bar down the street, right? So, like, should we mitigate this situation, or do I have free range to go get as many blowjobs as I can handle?
It's coming
Because
from somewhere, because I'm going to be sending, baby.
right, they're right down the street. Like, I'm just telling you this now, right? This is the conversation that we're having now. You can go back talk with the priest, but I'm just telling you he doesn't control my life. And so, as much as I love you, just want to let you know that 13 years worth of blowjobs feels like maybe another 13. I don't know. Let's call it quits after 26. You can rethink it, or you can just tell me you don't like it because you clearly don't like it.
Could have done that. Tell the truth.
All
I don't
right.
like doing it.
We have one last one.
His balls probably stink.
Oh God.
Oh,
This
no.
one is advice for a lady, and it's sexual advice for a lady. Okay. My husband initiates sex by lying on his back, naked and soft, waiting for me. I blow
One
him.
lazy motherfucker.
I blow him about as long as he ends up doing actual intercourse, which can be hard on my neck. But I know this is what turns him on. My ex-boyfriend used to draw me to the bedroom with a hard-on in place and a sense of urgency. Although I think I am the sexiest I've ever been, I feel I'm not hot enough to elicit this response from my husband anymore. What do you think, Playboy
no game.
Forum?
Yeah,
Your buddy ain't got no game.
yeah. He just gave up.
Yeah, he's
Kind of
like,
sounds like he gave up a little
Yeah.
bit.
he's like, sex is supposed to happen, and I will be there for it. I will
He's
see
kind of
you
like
in
my
the room.
mentality on the relationship. Like once you pass, you just no more effort.
You
to
just
put
lay
in.
there.
Mhm.
You know?
just
You're just gonna
sit-
be there flaccid.
right? It ain't gonna lick itself, honey. Yeah, like a fucking truck driver.
There's nothing more pleasurable than running to grab your mate, accidentally rubbing your dick somewhere on them, and then pulling them to the room like, we gotta go now.
Right?
Things have got to go down.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of the time she's into it.
Yeah, he just gave up. I think my only advice is try introducing something different.
I feel like he's got to do something.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything. So my advice would be do something.
Yeah, or she-
Anything.
Yeah, but are we
She
giving
could also
advice to
start
him or
telling
to her?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, we're supposed to give advice to her.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
Tell him to do something.
Yeah, right?
Well, I'm going to assume he's like older dude, old time dude. So he's probably
She says she's the hottest she's ever been. So let's assume they're the same age, I guess.
Same
and probably
age.
of equal hotness. It's usually typically how it plays
Okay.
out.
so. Yeah, he just gave up. Then if he gave up, then it's time to find somebody else.
God damn, you got to work that out before you find somebody else. You got to at least be like, look, we tried for like
Have the
5
conversation.
years. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I think she's got to be like, she's got to get him up and get him out of there and be like, look, if you want this, I'm sorry, you about to have to put in some work.
Mhm.
If he's like, what kind of work? She's like, I don't know. Let's figure it
Oh,
out.
that's a good
Let's
point,
play a little
too.
bit of game, right? Like, I'm not. First off, we're not even doing it on the bed. The bed's out of here. The bed's gone. The bed's dead. We'll be back in this bed maybe in another month or two. No more bed. Meet me in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Meet me in the closet. Meet me in the shower. Meet me in the fucking couch. Like anywhere else. We're not doing the bed because that's when your ass want to lay down and be
The couch is
lazy.
gonna be the same thing. He's just gonna lay there.
No, you can't. No, I don't. I guess in my mind he's kind of a bigger dude.
Yeah,
Like he's not
maybe.
allowed to I don't know. Anyway, well, he could sit there on the couch, figure out something, and be like, and guess what? You can get it after I get off. How about that? I'm coming first, and then we can have sex. The sex starts after my first orgasm.
She's gonna make him a cuck.
Oh God,
dude,
I'm
inviting Randy over. Put the chair out. You know how every hotel's got that cuck chair.
that's probably the best thing to do.
Just
Yeah?
make him a cuck.
Yeah,
I don't think he wants to be a cuck.
I think he wants to be a cuck.
Like
He's not putting no effort.
she's
He doesn't
coming
want no
in
pussy.
looking all fine, and his dick's not getting. Out.
Yeah, that's a him problem.
Damn, you can't just cuck somebody though. It's got to be a mutual agreement.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you can, but that's just cheating.
Is
She's
it?
gonna bring up. Yes. What if
she's
someone's just like I'm fucking someone else? It's
Well, no,
called
if you
cheating.
fucking somebody else, like you tell. So is it cheating?
She'll get off first, and then she'll go give him a blowjob.
Okay.
Is it cheating that you're saying you're gonna fuck somebody else, but you don't fuck them until in front of their face? And yeah, because they could easily stop
I
it.
want you to answer this question.
Yeah, I have a reverse question for you, Pat. You're married. You've been married for 10 years. For whatever reason, you're not getting hard right now, and your wife says, okay, I'm bringing over James. She brings over James, and he fucking rails her on the kitchen table while
Well,
you're
you
eating
gotta
waffles.
you gotta stop it before that happens. He'd be like, no, this is not.
So then if they're not having sex, are they? I mean, if they
No,
do
it's
the
like-
act in front of you, I'm confused.
I just confuse myself too.
Okay. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's cheating.
The answer is yes.
Because they already talked about it essentially when you said that I'm bringing James over. He could easily say, don't bring James over.
Yeah, I assume that he said that.
I would also assume that in this amount of time, James has been over at least once or twice.
I guess that, yeah. If you know you can get James that quick. Also, a forced cucking is just being cheated on. Like, that's what's happening here. Also, I always think it's weird when people call people cucks on the internet, and it's like, you do realize if that person's a cuck, that they enjoy it, right? It's
Right,
like,
that's
it's
not
like calling
choice.
someone gay as an insult, but they're actually gay, and they're like,
It's like,
thanks.
Thanks.
Yes, you got me.
Right.
I guess I keep forgetting about people who are cucks actually enjoy, so they want that. And I for me, I don't.
Yeah, because you're not a cuckold. That's
It-
fine. It's not your sexual kink. If it was, then you'd be like, hell yeah, bring James over.
Diddy was a cuck.
Yeah. There's cuck queens, too, where ladies are like, bring over Sarah and let her rail that clam on your nose, I guess. I'm going to watch and diddle my piddle over in the corner, baby.
Just don't have time for you.
All right. So let me tell you guys the movies that we're watching for next week, because I assume that you
Before
guys...
you get move, let's talk about the Pacers real quick.
Oh, yeah, you talk about the Pacers. I'll get my movie list ready. Movie list ready.
Yeah, where the Pacers are doing their thing. We're from Indiana, so I'm going to jump on the damn bandwagon. I'll get on their bandwagon and root for the Pacers. I usually don't root for the Pacers at all.
Hater. Pacer
Yeah,
hater.
I'm getting but you know what? I'm from Hoosier, so I guess I have a birthright to root for them. I'm not really jumping on the bandwagon.
Birthright? You was born in Zambia, motherfucker. You better vote for the Zambia Zebras or whoever their home team is. Get out of here.
Zebras.
Zebras.
That's good alliteration. And Africa's got zebras, right?
It does.
About to go look up this team name right,
Right,
now.
don't let it be real.
Oh shit! I know they don't have a basketball team for sure. Maybe there's a byway team, maybe, but not them. But anyways, the Pacers are in the Eastern Conference Finals. So what I mean by the Eastern Conference Finals, that means they are a series away to go in the regular finals, so the NBA Finals. They could be world champions. They won't make it there. I don't think they're good enough, but they're down 0-2 to the Boston Celtics, who are the number one team in the NBA, and everybody hates Boston Celtics. They're too good.
Why?
They're too good.
Too good because they have 5 All-Stars on the same team essentially.
Damn.
Ooh, hold on. Their whole starting lineup is all All-Stars?
Pretty much. I'll tell you the starting. Jason Brown. Jason Brown, he's an All-Star. Jason Tatum, also All-Star. Kristaps Porzingis, All-Star. Derek White could be an All-Star reserve, not a starter, because he's really good. And then also I'm missing somebody else. Who am I missing? Oh, Drew Holiday, All-Star, point guard.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. He used to play for Milwaukee Bucks.
Nice.
But anyways, nobody likes Boston because the Lakers don't like Boston either. So Boston, and they're doing well right now. We all need to root against Boston. And Game 3 is here this Saturday in Indy. I feel like some of us normies don't need to go to the game. I don't want to go to the game because the prices are too expensive. Be it in downtown because it's gonna be fucking lit
It is.
This weekend?
this weekend.
I got a wedding, but after I come back from, or like a wedding reception party, but after I come back from that,
You down to do it? Because me and Bo and Nucky are gonna be out in downtown.
Yeah, I'm down to hang out with you, Bo and Ucky.
We're gonna be because I remember the last time the Pacers were.
Aha!
What?
Drew Holiday,
Yeah. What about Drew Holiday?
his wife,
Uh-huh.
went to high school with me
What?
and is an Olympic fucking athlete, all-star at soccer. Lauren Holiday.
Royal Holiday.
Formerly Lauren Cheney, she beat cancer.
Oh shit!
But
Good shit.
You didn't know about Lauren? She plays for the U.S. women's team, bruh. She got gold rings out here, bruh.
Damn.
She played on the Olympics, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, that whole family, not Drew Holiday, because Drew Holiday has a few other brothers also in the NBA, so I'm not surprised that they got some good genes.
Oh yeah, their kids are gonna. I like.
Phenom.
I'm not always for the genetics thing, but when both of your parents are top tier athletes and they have you, you're gonna have the genetics and then also like all of the extra training. You're just gonna be there.
Like LeBron James's kids.
What? I saw that movie. They like building video games. Yeah, she did. She did play in the Olympics in 2008. So,
That's cool.
My friend, he.
You know too many famous people. I hate this.
I don't know. I just went to a big ass school.
Yeah.
I went to big ass school.
Your school and my high school's crazy huge.
HSU?
Yeah, it's just this crazy huge shoot.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think you guys had better athletes.
Yeah. I mean, we were like whatever the Division 1 is. I think, right?
Yeah. Well, we were also D1 too.
Okay. My friend who just moved back to town, he went to elementary or junior high with Lauren, and she beat him in like the like mile race, and like he got like second, she got first, and he was like, "Damn, that girl's faster than me, son of a bitch." And then it was like, "Oh, she's an Olympic athlete. Like you were never gonna."
Right,
beat
he's
her,
like,
dog."
"No, of course I lost." You know, it was the Olympics. What are we gonna do?
But yeah, I'm down to go out. I'm down to hang out. I ain't got no Pacers gear, but
I'm not wearing Pacers gear. But like I always say this, it's always fun when the Pacers are doing good or the Colts are doing good. In general, because the city is just more lively. People are more out and about, willing to talk to you. And everyone's just in a happier mood, you know?
Yeah.
Sports really does bring people together.
True. Also, real quick, before I fully tell you about these, I was listening to, and we don't have to get super into it, but it's just funny enough to mention. I was listening to Breakfast Club on the way here, and they were talking about studs. You guys know studs?
Yeah.
You know studs?
Studs.
The building?
No, studs. Studs.
Gotcha.
Butch lesbian females that are typically black. Sometimes they can be white, but mostly black. They're kind of like homies, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Studs?
Yeah.
My sister's a stud. Not my sister that you guys know, my other sister. But anyway, one of them was like, "I'm from the Nasty Natty."
Cincinnati?
He was like, Cincinnati. It was a dude, and he was like, "Bro, I probably have been with like 10 studs." And they were like, "Woo!" Because there's this whole thing on the internet where dudes are like, "Bro, studs are like, once you get them out them basketball shorts and them big ass tees, bro, they kind of high." What's going on? And some of the studs that aren't fully gay, they're just like bi. They're like, they're kind of into it, right? So there's this weird economy of dudes fucking studs, and they're talking about this on the Breakfast Club. And the one dude's like, "I'm from the Nasty Natty," and then the girl called afterwards. She was a stud. She was like, "Nah, I ain't for all that, yada yada yada." And they're like, "Charlemagne, which one of us up here probably looks the most stud?" Like, "Probably Charlemagne." And they're like, "Oh my god!" Like Charlemagne was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Why don't you come down to Indy Pride and hang out?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Indy, let's go."
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good shit.
Anyway, I'm hyped for Pride, and so
I'm gonna be lit.
if you guys got any stud friends out there, keep them close. Don't try to fuck them. All right, so we are doing Shelby picks for next month.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Okay.
One more thing, because like I just found out about this on the stream yesterday, and I did not know this guy was still making music. I need to listen to his album. JT dropped an album, and it's really, really good.
Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were talking about everybody in the club getting tipsy. I remember that kid's name.
Oh yeah.
Okay, new Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake, and they said it's really, really good. It is. It's like it has a little bit. Some of it's gospel by some of the tracks.
Yeah.
But they said, I think it was Keep It Lover. He said he was really good, and we should start doing more music reactions because they would like to see that.
Oh.
But yeah,
I'd be down for it.
Yeah, we should definitely think about that in the future because there was multiple people brought it up, and I was like, we've done it in the past. I wish you guys could just show love to that so we could have kept going, but maybe we're just picking the right music. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's about picking the right music. I think it's about picking what we're interested in. Because if you're picking the right music, then it's K-pop.
I do think we should do something we're interested in every once in a while instead of letting fans pick what we watch.
Yeah.
All the time, because then it's just our fan base picking the same type of stuff,
Yeah.
Fan base, so we don't ever get into another.
We took a
fan base.
We took a jump. We've taken jumps before, and I mean it's kind of where we're at the moment. But we take jumps fairly often.
Yeah.
It's a throughout the year thing. So when we're in it, like right now,
it's
it doesn't
hard.
seem like it.
Yeah.
But like outside of it, we've been like, oh no, we'll do that, or we'll do this, or we'll do that. Plus, Pat is African. Yes. So here are the movies for the upcoming month. We're gonna be watching from Shelby's pick list.
Okay.
On this pick list, I have an old movie, a new movie, a very new movie. Shelby didn't put this one in there. I put it in there for you, Shelby. Sorry. And a classic. I've seen 2 of these, but I'm excited to rewatch them. For the other ones, I haven't seen them.
Where's my phone? I was trying to bring this list up real quick.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the movies we're gonna watch, I picked 4.
You picked 4 of them?
I told you. I said if you guys don't pick, I'm picking for you on the podcast.
Can I not pick mine? I thought we were gonna pick it on the podcast.
What?
I didn't know we had to pick it ahead of time.
Pick now.
Now, okay.
Yes, now. Spidey, would you like to pick?
Me and Spidey were talking about this yesterday, Chris. If you were there, we were talking about this during our lunch break. We're like, these are the movies that I kind of want to see. I asked people about the movies.
How the fuck am I supposed to be there? What are you picking then?
So hold on. Can we not talk about it? Can we not have a discussion?
Kenny was there, and you should have known by osmosis.
The baby knows, I don't. Fine. It sounds like we're picking now.
Yes, we're picking it.
All right, cool.
Now, which was your movie? So I don't pick.
I'm not telling you mine. I'm picking mine at the end.
I guarantee you probably did pick one that he was gonna pick.
So is either going to be Snowpiercer or Bottoms? I just need to figure out.
Oh, sorry, it's got to be Bottoms. We can't do Snowpiercer.
Why not?
Snowpiercer has pretty high views on reactions on other channels, so doing Snowpiercer could possibly be a thing that we might do on the Normies in the future.
But this is an old ass movie. Snowpiercer.
It's not an old ass movie. Every time you say that, I want to physically fuck you up. That movie's for when, Pat? What year did Snowpiercer come out in?
I heard about this movie when we first started the channel.
What year did Snowpiercer come out in?
Like 8 years ago.
That makes it old, Pat?
I mean,
it came out in 2013.
Older than that. That's 10 years almost. 11 years.
11, yeah.
Damn, that's a teenager.
It sure is, but it ain't old. All right. Anyway, so it's between Snowpiercers and Bottoms.
Yeah. Can you tell me how old Bottoms is? Because I don't.
Came out last year.
All right, let's do Bottoms.
Bottoms, tight. All right, we got Bottoms.
I was gonna say Oak.
You want to say Oak?
No! God damn it, motherfucker! I swear.
Bro, I watched the trailer and I was like, I'm gonna cry. If we watch this, we're gonna cry. It looks like an amazing and sad movie.
He described this a sad movie about a cow and a fucking pig. Why do we need to see such shit like that?
More like a space hippo, maybe. I'm not exactly sure what Oak Dry is, but
a cow.
I know I'm saying the name wrong.
All right.
Who's Asian and I can't.
I know. I didn't want to watch it because it's gonna be sad, but fine.
We don't want to watch sad movies, man.
No. I'm cool with watching sad movies.
I'm not. This is the reason why I didn't like Up.
I feel like it'll give us a lot to talk about.
Didn't even get through Up because it's the first 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, exactly. Why you gonna make me fucking be all sad and shit in the first 5 minutes?
That's just life, bro. Movie. One of the happiest movies.
It is.
Ain't nothing sad ever happened to you, man.
Yeah, no, I don't want to watch that shit.
And then how'd you feel after?
What do you mean?
You felt better, right?
Did you watch all of Up?
Better.
No, I stopped watching that. Like, bro, once I get sad, I'm not trying to finish it.
It would have resolved you.
Wow, it's supposed to save you.
All right. So we got Bottoms. My pick. Well, Mickey's not here. I'm taking 2 picks.
Okay.
Zone of Interest, which isn't on it. We're watching Zone of Interest for next week. That movie also came out last year.
Yeah.
Zone of Interest is not on here.
I know. I put it on there. It just came out.
So Shelby gonna be mad about that.
That's fine. I think Shelby would approve of Zone of Interest.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her.
And talking. Okay. I don't want to tell you what Zone of Interest is about.
Okay.
But we're watching it for next week, so I will
next week
when I do the summary. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So after Zone of Interest, we'll hit Bottoms.
Okay.
After Bottoms, we're gonna do Okja.
I'm taking PTO that day.
And then to end the month in June, I'm thinking
Sacred Deer. Come on, killing the Sacred Deer.
She also said that one was sad.
For real?
Yes.
What did you think it was about murder, and you were just excited?
I mean, I thought it was gonna be like I like when like Aztecs and Mayans do rituals and shit like that. I like learning about that kind of stuff. That kind of cool.
Yeah, you just assume that from that. I don't know.
Like
again, killing a sacred deer. Like, you know how you just do a sacred lamb. Like, you know, like, I thought it was gonna be like.
You want to read the synopsis of that movie?
No.
I mean, it's just a synopsis. I don't know.
Is it not about like rituals?
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, because it says sacred.
Yeah, but I mean, it's, you know, sometimes you use poetry to describe your movie.
Oh God, what if the deer's a person?
All right, let's see. Dr. Stephen Murphy is a renowned cardiovascular surgeon who presides over a spotless household with his wife and his 2 children. Lurking at the margins of their idyllic suburban existence is Martin, a fatherless teen who insatiates himself into the doctor's life in his gradually unsetting ways.
Okay, we don't have to watch that.
It's got Colin Farrell in it.
And the same kid from
Barry Kanganen.
I get the feeling he's gonna be a creep again. I do want to see this. This is giving Saltburn vibes.
Oh God, I'm unsettled. You want to watch that, Pat?
I'm down. I want to.
I'll pick my bottom, so you guys pick whatever you guys want.
Okay, cool. So then for the last one, or I'm gonna pick.
Or how about The Hunt for the Wilder People?
The Hunt for the Wilder People?
Wilder People.
you do know that these are all Shelby picks, so I think you're reading these titles and maybe thinking that it's going to be some wild, crazy shit, and it's probably going to be some foo-foo shit.
Great.
Okay, yeah. Then you just pick the movies.
So we're doing Zone of Interest.
Okay.
We're doing Bottoms. I've never seen Barbarella.
Me neither.
I don't know.
Watch Barbarella.
There's a protein bar called Barbarella.
All right, so then that's it.
It's a movie about protein bars.
Barbarella to finish the month.
Hey, I do want to say this right now on the stream. Right now, I got this man to describe a movie foo-foo. I got in this motherfucker's head.
You did.
That's
how I'm trying to talk how you talk. I know exactly how to put it. I know exactly how to put it for you, bro. All right, cool. So them's the movies. Now let's get into our last movie that we're discussing, which is Public Enemy.
Okay.
Man.
So, controversial take.
Oh, it might be the same controversial take I have.
It was an okay movie. Wasn't that it was a meh?
Yeah.
It was a meh. And then here's the thing. I think they could have done this movie better if the cops were not such an asshole, because I feel like the cops were more of the villains, just hiding behind the goddamn shield, behind the law.
Yeah, Herc was there.
So,
Did you guys see Herc?
who's Herc?
From The Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He actually had hair.
Yeah. And Channing Tatum, which I didn't expect.
Channing Tatum was there.
He was a pretty face.
Oh, Pretty Boy Floyd?
Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd.
Holy shit.
I was watching it on my phone, so I didn't get it.
Maybe you shouldn't watch movies on your phone.
That's funny. I did too, though. I was watching in the shower. I was like, is that fucking Channing Tatum?
How do you watch movies in the shower?
You just
His
shower.
phone is
No, but does it not get wet?
Yeah, our phone's waterproof.
Isn't everyone's phone waterproof at this point?
I could be watching this shit in the shower.
Bro, so before you do, look up Make 'em Out of your phone and do water torture test online. Look
Yeah.
up and
You want to double
Because
check. Don't just take
I
our
had a
word for it.
positive movie. This is why I didn't finish the movie, because I had a shower, and I'm like,
Nah, yeah, watch that shit in the shower.
So, Public Enemies is a 2009 biographical crime drama directed by Michael Mann, who co-wrote the screenplay with Ronan Bennett and Ann Biderman. It is an adaptation of Brian Burroughs' 2004 nonfiction book, Public Enemies, America's Greatest Crime Wave and the Birth of the FBI. Set during the Great Depression, it chronicles the final years of the notorious bank robber John Dillinger, as he's pursued by FBI agent Melvin Purvis. Dillinger's relationship with Billy Fritchett, as well as Purvis's pursuit of Dillinger's associates and fellow criminals, John Red Hamilton, Homer Van Meter, Harry Pierpoint, and Babyface Nelson.
Man, in another timeline, we could have all just been criminals. Like,
Right?
yeah.
Super sick.
I low-key, when I was younger, I always wanted to be a criminal, like Al Capone, Don, because I learned about Don Dillinger as well. And, like, what I learned about Don Dillinger, in my imagination, was way better than this fucking movie.
What'd you learn about him in your imagination?
Like,
how does he ride?
Well, not in my imagination. Like, when I read about him, I see more of a badass and, like, whatever. But then in this movie, he's still a badass, and I liked what they did to him. But, like, they also didn't make him be as smart. Like,
Well, I thought he's pretty smart. He broke people out of prison.
He's smart. That's what I'm saying. He's actually really smart. But in the movie, like,
He escaped prison with a gun shaved out of a piece of wood.
No, I get you on that. But, like, the FBI was always.
There were always like more steps ahead.
Yeah.
Of him type
Yeah.
thing.
And, like,
didn't get to see him.
And
be
I
the
will
mastermind.
guarantee you this also, that he would have. John Dillinger, where I also saw that, like, when they got into the telephone room where he was doing the bookie stuff, he would also saw something's off and not to trust that guy, and then he would have not listened to any of his contacts anymore.
But I mean, isn't this what happened in real life?
That's also true.
Essentially, yeah. And apparently not all of it was all the way true, but yeah, stuff like that was.
Yeah.
But
I think we're going to talk about the characters here, but for that point, I think that the FBI was so brand new that their tactics were unheard of.
Yeah.
We know about it now because we have hindsight. We've seen The Wire. We know how the FBI can operate. I know The Wire is in the FBI, but you get what I'm saying. But this was the FBI hadn't existed.
They had no
before
rules.
this.
Like they tortured a dude while he was dying.
yeah.
They beat a girl up.
Yeah.
And then in broad day, like, they had a huge shootout in broad daylight in front of a fucking bank where most of the innocent bystanders could have got shot. Yeah. And then also,
They had to shoot back. What? When the homie started letting open, when Stephen Graham, the guy who's played Al Capone and I don't know how many different things,
He might just be Al Capone,
right?
bro.
Right? I was like, oh, that ain't that Al Capone. That guy's always Al Capone.
Yeah.
and then my whole thing is how Don Dillinger got shot at the end. Bunch of people walking around. You could have missed and killed somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, the FBI did not give a fuck except killing people, and they were supposed to arrest him. What happened? They just
They
killed
weren't
him?
going to arrest him. He reached in his pocket. Are you kidding
not
me?
again.
No, not at the very end. At the
Yeah,
very
he
end.
did at the very end. He reached.
Did he reach?
Yeah. Because he saw Omi with the head behind him. He was giving a side eye. He reached in his pocket and he got
But
popped.
then he turned back and then he got shot.
No, he got shot from the back through his cheek.
Yeah, so he was probably looking this way when he got shot to the cheek, right? Not like this.
No, he got shot from the back of his head.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
was looking like side-eyeing, and as he was turning and reaching in his pocket, he got popped.
Okay.
Anyway, let's talk about the characters.
Um,
Johnny Depp playing old John
Johnny Depp
Dillinger from Mooresville. Shout outs to Mooresville. There's an under 21 club there called J2 back in the day. It was disgusting and awful and should have been illegal.
That is hilarious. They really played into the bullets on this one. Like, I loved the guns.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That was
Michael
the
Mann.
main, yeah, the main thing of the entire. Like, there was some dialogue, yeah, but most of this movie was
Right?
Like, holy shit.
Just
It was
absolutely
incredible.
dumping. Oh, he did Ferrari.
Felt like an action movie.
I mean, it kind of was.
Yeah.
Ooh, he also did Miami Vice. All right,
Miami
so let's
Vice
shout
was
out
good.
to
You guys
Michael
didn't
Mann
watch
real quick. He did Last of the Mohicans, Heat, which has a
Damn.
crazy shootout scene in Heat, starring Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. He did Collateral, Miami Vice, Public Enemies,
Collateral's good.
and Ferrari.
I did not watch Ferrari. I need to watch that. I'm surprised he did a Ferrari.
No, it came out last year. I didn't watch it either. I wonder how many shootouts are in Ferrari.
How can you have a shootout in Ferrari?
He's like, I figure out a way. All the cars just sound like guns when they start up. He's like, oh Lord. So
Didn't
yeah.
Michael Bay also do all the Transformers?
No, you're thinking of Michael Bay. This is Michael Mann.
Oh, Michael Mann. Okay.
So yeah, I think John Dillinger's character is cool. I think they played him not soft, but I think they did a good job at letting you know that he's not the hero, but you're kind of following him. There's never a moment where I was like, they're really trying to turn it around and make me feel bad for this guy. Like, I get his whole like robbing banks thing, and not like he's like, I'm not taking money from the people. He's like, I'll give those people. He's like, those people get to keep their money. It's like, okay, that's cool, but how many security guards you plug, dog? Like, how many actual cops? And like, I don't give a shit. It seems like it's like watching two warring gangs to me. Like these, the cops that are being shitty to him in the prison and all that, versus like these guys. It's also the Great Depression. Motherfuckers have to get out and get it. I feel like won a lot of money.
Yeah,
around.
like that's
the
what I'm
bank's
saying.
already fucked up, so now y'all on the hit list.
Yeah.
And you're robbing the bank when I'm in it to get my money out. Like, bro,
So-
you screwed up my day.
He's I did like the fact like he cared about his public image a lot, because that's what if you're a good gangster, you got to care about your public image, because the public, so people are going to give you up, and for him to like care about the public image was good, because there was a movie I saw about American Gangster. He did the exact same thing where otherwise people are going to give you up. My whole thing was like, this is the people that are close to you are going to give you up. So like, really not the public's going to give you up. It's going to be the girl that he was supposed to know, or like
The Romanian chick?
Yeah, the Romanian chick.
Yeah, I think she's a madam.
Madam.
Yeah.
And then, well, I don't blame the guy who got shot in the fucking face and then they were torturing him to say where he was. But
Yeah.
I mean,
He could have lied.
yeah.
he could lie.
I'm not blaming the madam neither. Is it my deportation or some gangster?
But I don't.
Why do I got loyalty to you?
I don't think that she was going to get deported regardless.
The FBI was
think they
in
were
charge of it. She was getting deported.
Yeah.
They were probably making that shit up.
Nah. Really, I think after even knowing her and the fact that she had already been involved, they
And
were
she's a
trying to
madam?
like they just wanted all the information they could get from her, but she was going back.
Yeah, I don't think she was going to get deported anyways.
What I'm saying is that if I'm living in this country and it's my deportation versus a customer of mine, why do I have loyalty to this customer?
You're right. You're right.
Right?
About
Like
that.
it's me over them. Would he do the same for me?
I hope so.
You think John Dillinger's like, I'll get deported for you,
No.
poor lady?
Nah, he's getting the chair.
He,
Nah, right?
he fucked up when he fell in love.
Yeah. But I mean, what's life worth living if, like, because even the other dude was like, they did get into that a bit. Red. He was just like, that's why we got the prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah.
But then Johnny Depp, I think at one point in time, he was like, but like, what's the point? Because I do feel like, because they can't do what they're doing forever and they keep going for that last big hit to like get out. But like, you probably aren't. I think everybody knows that inherently. Like, you're not getting out, so I might as well enjoy my life, have some meaningful time with somebody while it's going to be a short life, right?
I was watching half this movie waiting for them to become Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this is not the same thing. And then realizing, John Dillinger was his own, like, level of criminal at his time that I would put at, like, that Ocean's 11 kind of
Yeah.
guy. That was the villain I
Yeah.
wanted. You know what I mean? Where he's just like, hey, we got a mastermind plan. I've got 11 fucking people with me. Of course we could pull this off.
Right.
I would have loved to see more planning of the crimes.
You are aware that back in the day, I don't think you had to plan bank robberies.
Oh, yeah,
you
you
just go in with a gun.
No,
Yeah,
but you got kind of because he does it in a minute and 40 seconds or some shit like that. That's
so,
all
you
planning.
got it down. As long as you're not there when the cops get there, you genuinely were just getting away with shit.
Yeah, there weren't cameras and shit. The planning was, listen, gentlemen, you go get the teller. You do the whole tellers and the whole front thing. Me, I'm gonna go get the president.
Damn.
I'll identify who he is because I've been in a bank before. I'm gonna take him to the vault. You hold down the crowd. You hold down the front door. If everybody does these simple tasks, we will be in and out in 40 seconds.
So how many times you seen banks got robbed back in the day?
A lot.
All the time, bro.
A
That's what
fucking lot.
I'm saying, man.
Like it would be like I feel like you would be like in a hostile situation every week.
Your
depending on
bank
where you work.
there's a lot of banks, right? Yeah.
like,
Your bank get hit once, you're like, all right, they're probably not coming back. I just think like there was probably a point in time where it was just easy. It definitely was easier to rob banks. Like I'm not trying to take away from these guys' skill set because I guess I want to be respectful of people with skills because that's what we're taking. But
yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, it's not that many skills needed, right?
No.
It being calm under pressure, yeah, sure, that's a skill.
Can you shoot a gun? Can you drive a car? Can you
You gotta be able to be a good good
Do
shot.
you? Those boys were ripping Tommy guns, dog. Most of that is suppressing fire.
That's true.
90% of them shots is to keep the cops from putting their heads back up.
That's true.
And the other ones are 2 inches away where you can't miss. So like, I feel like the skill set is like, are you nasty enough to do this shit?
Time travel, bro.
You know,
I do feel like I wish we would have got to see the train get robbed.
the train heist would
Yeah.
have been sweet, but
Yeah.
that would have blew the budget.
Damn. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, speaking of budget, before we talk about the rest of the characters, I guess we should have saved Johnny Depp for last, but there's not really a lot of characters.
There isn't.
The movie was between 80 and 100 million, and it made 214. So it was a hit. I remember liking it a lot when it first came out, but rewatching it back, I was kind of like, The shootout scenes were cool, but they drug on. I think
They drug on, especially the car chase one.
Yeah, we've never seen Heat, but if we watch Heat, I think that's from the ones I've seen. It's Michael Mann's like best shootout scene. It's frenetic, it's crazy, it's fast paced, but it also has it's got like a sense of urgency to it. These shootouts felt like boys were planning and just being like,
A lot of bullets.
it's just like, yo, someone's got to make a move. Like, what's the plan here? Where are we moving to? You know what I mean? Like they held on that longer. In Heat, it's like it's in the middle of the street. And they're like, we gotta go, shoot, move. In front of these, they were really like fucking planning it down. Still good, but
Here's my another controversial take on this. I love Christian Bale and I also like Johnny Depp. They are great actors.
Mhm.
They're really good. But I think they kind of honed it in on this movie. Like for me, Christian Bale's acting wasn't.
it's because he was doing an impossible accent.
Like it wasn't like
That man's British as fuck, dog.
like it didn't catch me. Even Johnny Depp didn't catch me. The two blockbuster actors, their acting did not stand out to me at all. When I see them in other movies, it stands out. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, their acting.
But I mean, that's a big character. I think when you're playing somebody real, you kind of got to dial it back. And I think Johnny Depp actually did a really good job at being real and kind of subtle, and still like you got the sense that he really cared about like his like reputation. He also cared about the people around him, and like I don't think he was loose. He was chill. He was like a chill criminal. Which is wild, because I guess that's the other skill, too, is can you rob a bank and not be looking over your shoulder every single day?
He had words about himself, bro. He was too confident.
He was.
Yeah, he was. He was way too confident.
Movies. It's too hot to be inside.
Yeah, right. Like,
or that movie scene where like they might be in the crowd with you, and he kind of was like, oh, shit,
right.
I'm in the crowd.
Like,
with
I
you.
am. Right. It's me.
It's me. Yeah, cool. Let's talk about the FBI. Let's talk about Purvis.
Fuck
the
Purvis,
homie
fuck the FBI.
Christian Bale with his absolute
Slaughter of an
insane accent. Not insane. It was just like Christian Bale. You sound so weird.
Yeah.
He did good as Batman, but I think that's slightly.
I mean, he did
accurate.
good in Psycho. He did good in other movies too.
Yeah, I think it's because he's trying to do an old timey accent, and it's almost dipping back into the British.
That's a good shout.
But yeah, man, I thought Christian Bale did good. I thought he was intense.
Yeah, to me, I felt like he played his character. I, for some reason, was having moments of constantly confusing him with Colin Farrell. I have no idea why. Like just throughout the movie, and I think it could have also been the random fucking accent. But he was doing it. I liked it.
Yeah. The look of this movie, I remember being like a big thing back in the day. It's kind of got this, I think the term for it is like bleach bypass, like this kind of not quite sepia, but like the muted colors of it. A lot of movies were doing that at the time, and I think it's out of fashion now. So it feels a little drab. It feels chill, but it's got a lot of big gun shootouts in it. You know what I mean? Like if you took the shootouts out, I'd be like, the shootouts really pop it.
For all the
you thought the shootouts popped it? I didn't care for the shootouts, and I like action.
I mean, for this movie, they're not my favorite shootouts, but I think they add. I do definitely think they add.
For me, the shootouts were like so. I didn't care for the shootout at the end. Like we're not the very end. I'm talking about like how his whole boys get
the one in the woods.
In the woods.
Yeah.
That I guess for me was like it was very dark. So again, it's hard to see and stuff. But there wasn't really much of a chase, and there was or whatnot. And like all I remember what stood out to me at the end is like the old guy, the one guy at the very end was dying. He just fired his gun all the way around. Like, cool. I've seen enough shootouts. Like, yeah. It didn't do nothing. Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
It's just I wish there was more point to the shootout than just having guns firing off.
Yeah, it's like for all the action that was in the movie, it felt empty. Like it just didn't. It was just loud gun noises, but not enough behind.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
didn't know enough.
The other famous person in this movie is Indiana. This building here is in Atlanta, Indiana. I have seen it. Atlanta, nice. Indiana is about 45 minutes from here, going north. John Dillinger, Al Capone, and a lot of other gangsters used to hang out there. It's a little ghost house now.
Where was he at when he got shot? Was he still in Indy?
No, he was in.
I think he was up in Chicago because he
went back for old girl.
He died in Chicago. Also, what did he say very specifically? He was like, "There is nothing I want back in Indiana." He was born in Indianapolis, though.
Yeah.
In
he was born in Indianapolis?
Yeah, born in Indianapolis, died in Chicago. Cause of death: gunshot wounds. Yeah, for real.
A lot of them.
So I do like the Indiana aspect of it. Only in the way that they mentioned it a bunch, and East Chicago police also like help out in East Chicago is Indiana. So, committing crimes across state lines is what these guys were doing. But it's wild that they no one had really thought about that before. They're just outrunning jurisdiction and shit, super silly shit. And I do think that it makes sense that they would have pissed off the mob.
Yeah,
because the mob was like, "You're bringing all this heat on us." And even dude was like, "Bro, I'm making $72,000 a day, dog. Like, why don't?" And he's like, "It's not about the money for me, man. Like, I'm into this shootout shit. I'm into this. Like, I'm into it."
It's toxic, bro.
Yeah. So here's the bigger question. I think when it comes to gangsters, especially these old ones, I'm gonna put big quotes here. Outlaws. Why do we like outlaws so much?
At least for me, I like them because at least the outlaws that I know are ones all like. They want to. It's anarchy because fuck the cops, fuck the FBI, because they're just the same people as these criminals, but they hide behind the law, and they get away. I know Agent Purvis has a hard on every time he's shooting somebody. I know he does, and his buddy that was torturing somebody, he's no different than the criminal.
Yeah,
but he's just hiding behind the law so he can do whatever fuck he wants to do, and the criminal is the reason why he's called a criminal because again the law said he was bad. When really he's just fucking over the system, not fucking over other people.
Yeah, I mean, you're still shooting a lot of cops. They got families,
but they should have been cops.
Don't you know there are criminals around here? What are you doing?
Fucking idiots!
They shoot cops.
What about you, Spider? Why do we like outlaws?
Legit, I'm not sure. I think it's the mystery of. No, you know what? I think it's that same thing when growing up and people are telling you not to do things and you're like, why not? And then watching outlaws do it and get away with it to where you're just
I could do that too.
Right? You're just like, I could be that. I don't know what they did wrong until the end. And then you're like, okay, I just won't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think it's the thrill, the idea, the adventure, the imagination of being
perfect analogy.
I can do that shit.
Watching people, when people commit murders and then they get caught for a murder, I would have not done that. I would have got away with that murder.
I would have dismembered the body and put it in more places.
I feel like I watch so much crime TV and documentaries about crime and murders and shit. I feel like I could commit a perfect murder and get away. I would never do it. Yeah. But I feel like I could get away with it.
I feel like a lot of people feel like that, and a lot of people in jail feel like that.
Yeah. That's where it all starts. Everyone's like, I'm going to do everything right.
I've seen it all. Right? It's sure thing. I think it's a little bit about fucking the system. When I think of outlaws, I mean, sure, I'm going to give it to John Dillinger right now, but robbing banks and not taking away people's money, right? But also it's the Great Depression. Banks just let everybody down.
Yeah.
Real big, right? So, yeah, I'm not here for that. Or I think thieving and stealing, I think that all makes sense. That's why we ride with pirates, because pirates to like, I mean, come on, man, it's the open oceans or whatever, right? Like, it feels like they're all fighting against these like impossible to win situations and systems. I think that's why also too, and this one's a controversial one that doesn't really hit all the way, but like drug dealing to a certain effect, selling weed, whatever, right? That's fine. And selling harder drugs in your own community, I think it's fucked. But also like, I kind of get the sentiment because it was like there's not opportunities and there's all these fucking drugs around. The fucking pharma companies are selling drug where the Sacklers at, right? Like it's like this. It's like this kind of fuck you to the whole status quo, even though it's like, I mean, look at that shit. This shit's fucking dumb. Like, what the fuck? Like, if heroin's so illegal, why is it here?
Yeah, why is it? Why does it exist?
My also thing is like
painkillers, but
being like thieving and stealing shit like that or whatever. People don't want to do those things. They're forced to do those things. Like, not forced, but like there are no other options. Like you just said, like people steal because they need to steal to provide for the family or whatever.
Yeah.
Or there's no other options. They can't make the money that they envision for themselves to make. That's
when minimum wage hasn't gone up.
Yeah.
But stealing shit has become easier.
But I feel like if everything was good, everything was kosher, and everybody was on equal playing ground, nobody would want to steal. Nobody would want to be a criminal like that.
That would depend though, because greed still exists, and even like John Dillinger, they were still hitting stuff, getting X amount of money that would last for
how long? They were spending it up big.
Yeah, they were making salaries. They just weren't taking care of their money properly.
That's
yeah, and I mean I do agree with the greed part, but I think that it's less. I think that if all things being equal, if you can make a livable wage doing, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it, if minimum wage was a livable wage, right? Like a livable, respectable wage, I think that people would do less crimes.
Yeah,
just in
100%.
general. Yeah. Because like crimes comes with so much, and for the fact, and I love this quote from Get Rich or Die Trying, but when 50 says like, bro, by the time you calculate for the amount of time I'm on the streets, going to prison, getting the drugs, selling the drugs, packaging the drugs, he's like, I'm making less than minimum wage. I just get to keep all the money is the only difference, and it's like
no tax,
right? Yeah, it's like I mean that's kind of the situation, right? And it's so I mean you get that, and it's like it's kind of fucked because it's like if other people had other options, not that there would still be people who wanted to rob banks because it's fun. There'd still be people who wanted to sell drugs because it's easier or better for them or what the fuck ever. But it would be less, I think. And if the whole point is to lessen the fucking number.
And also, I feel like people get into it is to also fuck the system because the system has fucked them so much where, like you just said, the Sackler people or whatever.
Fuck.
Like they created a whole epidemic and made so much money and really nothing gets for them. But someone who's selling heroin or whatever, and on a grand scheme of creating an epidemic, like just one person, they get fucked over like crazy.
They're going to jail forever.
Yeah,
Sackler's down, and I mean that's what it is. When you got these injustices in society, I think it pisses people off, and I think that's why it makes people look at outlaws like, I mean, I guess they're bad, but I mean, ain't y'all kind of
right?
It's hard to. You're making it hard. If the world was nice and everything was closer to being a little more altruistic, I'd hate John Dillinger, but now I'm like, yeah, kind of seems like y'all made a monster. I don't know. Man, I don't know. All right. So this movie we didn't get a bunch of talking on, but don't worry, there's going to be a ton for the next one. The next movie we're watching is, I'm going to read you guys a synopsis for it. What did I say it was? Zone of Interest. I've been wanting to watch Zone of Interest.
And this came out last year, so it's not a foo-foo movie or an old movie.
It could definitely be a foo-foo movie.
This nigga don't know how movies works. Came out in 2023.
2023. Was it an Oscar-winning, Emmy-winning? Oscar, not Emmy.
Hold on. I have to type up the word synopsis, or it'll just give me the whole plot. Synopsis. In 1943, the commandant of Auschwitz, Rudolf Holst, and his wife, Hedwig, strive to build a dream life for their family in a house right next to the concentration camp and extermination camps that they helped to create. Zone of Interest. It's in German. I wouldn't say it's foo-foo, but it's definitely going to be dark.
Yeah, it's going to be fucked up.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fucked up.
Is it going to be like, what's the one with the boy in the striped pajamas? Is that the movie book?
That's the movie.
It's a movie?
Yeah, that's the movie.
Not a book?
I mean, it's also a book too, but that's the movie.
Jesus. You know what movie we saw recently that was kind of fucked up for the channel was Dunkirk.
Dunkirk?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dunkirk was like, hey, how are your heart palpitations doing? Would you like more?
They're like, we're going to keep it real quiet so you can really feel the doom coming in.
Right? Yeah.
Jesus.
You hear that ticking clock? It's not going to go away. Jesus, Dunkirk, let up.
That one was wild.
So yeah, we're watching Zone of Interest next week. I'm super, super, super excited for this movie. This is like my kind of flick. But then after that, we're doing what
Bottoms.
Bottoms.
Marquetta says my type of movie.
Hey, Bottoms is wild. Bottoms is great, and it's got I won't even tell you. There's a famous football player in this movie.
Bet.
Is it Marshawn Lynch?
I said I wasn't gonna tell him.
Oh, really? It is?
Yeah.
That's
Marshawn Lynch beast mode?
He is the funniest fucking NFL player to ever be, man. I don't
and
care.
the NFL did him so dirty too.
What happened?
And so, well, two things. The Seahawks, you know how they were almost about to win the Super Bowl, but then Russell Wilson made that pass and got intercepted. Yeah. So that they were trying to prop up Russell Wilson, trying to make him, because he's a quarterback and a black quarterback, trying to prop them up instead of running the ball to win the game. He wasn't going to get the limelight. Mm-hmm. So that little controversy. And then once he left Seattle, you know how he doesn't really does interviews or stuff like that, and stuff. So the NFL didn't like that. So he kind of after that era in Seattle, it was hard for him to get other jobs, and he didn't do that.
Man, that dude's hilarious.
He's great. I love him. Him. He's one of the NFL players that keeps it fucking real, and I love it. Mm-hmm. Hey, Hunter, you there? Can we get the chat up for a little bit, please?
You're not been reading the chat,
huh?
You not been reading the chat?
No, there's I'm trying to read the.
Wow, I've been reading it here.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to see what they've been saying. That's all.
No, they've been talking. I got you. Okay. I got you. We're talking about rewatching the movie Public Enemy, because a lot of people did watch it when it came out. Obviously, it did well, and that's about it. Oh, John Haymaker hopped on. I said, "What's up?" I told him that we've been using his Post-it notes.
Yes, we did.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All right, y'all. This is the end of the podcast. Stick around for the raid. Let them know that the normies send their regards, and we're going to get out of here. Also, keep in mind you can listen to the podcast on Spotify, on Apple Music or whatever, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts. We're up everywhere. We're going to be keeping you guys posted. I would love it, love it, love it if you guys joined us with watching the next movie. It is up on streaming.
Oh, yeah. Where is it? Is it free?
Zone of Interest. It's on HBO now. My bad. It's on Max.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can't say it right because I keep forgetting what it's called. It's on Max. Watch it with us. We're going to be discussing it next time around.
I will actually let you know right now. 1 second. Don't turn it off. I'll let them know if I'm going to stream it or not. If the Pacers are not playing that day, I'll be streaming. Or if any game's not happening that day, I'll stream it.
Okay.
Thursday. I usually stream the movies, but NBA playoffs right now, so I'm just streaming the game. Let's see.
We're going to find out if Pat's streaming it or not. I have to pee.
I will not. I'm going to be streaming because there's no games that day.
All right, sweet. We'll see you guys there. Stick around for the raid and have fun. Bye. Watch the next movie with us. If you don't, I'll come to your house and eat your dog.
Oh.
I'll fucking eat him.
Bye.
Bye.
Do it.